Rhoda, are you there?
Yeah.
We're live.
Oh, wow.
How are you?
I'm okay. I'm all good. How are you?
Welcome back to the Dan Wheeler Show with Stevie Rowland as narrator.
Yay.
Narrator would be a good
good.
idea, wouldn't it? You could talk in third person. That could be interesting.
That's a good name, yeah.
How are you, mate? You all right?
Yeah, I'm really good. Yeah, I went out for breakfast this morning.
How good are you on a scale of 1 to 10? Do you need any juice?
Oh, always need some juice.
Do you need some power? Is that what you're telling me?
Oh, always. Have you got it queued up?
Let's have some fucking music, people. Let's have some fucking power.
Get it?
Let's go. Power.
These kids don't play my shit, I never had a top 10. Maybe it's cause I sing about violence and depression. They say don't blame these kids, just focus on yourself, friend. Well, if they don't like what I'm doing now, then fuck them. Don't trip, I up the ante, learning licks like John Pashanti, smoking spliffs and popping candy, idolizing Sid and Nancy. Woo! Rock and roll in my soul, bumping Nat King Cole on the dole, fish and chips and games consoles, council house and violent flow. But life weren't sweet at home. Mum and dad took a trip and they split shalom. What will be, but me, I hate to see my mum alone. Late night crying, get so high to
Morning, Johnny boy.
Sounds of fighting.
Morning,
Through the
Dad.
walls, I heard love dying, so I focused on my.
Lonnie Bird!
Look, up
That's
in the
what it
sky!
was.
It's a bird!
I
It's a
focused on
bird!
my.
It's Lonnie Bird! How we doing, Johnny boy? How we doing, Megs?
Now let's go back.
How we doing, Penny
Let's go
Booberman?
These kids don't play my shit, I never had a gold plat.
She's gonna fucking kill me one day, isn't she?
My style is old school, but I swear
to
this
change the name.
ain't a throwback. I put my visions into rhythms on a
How we doing,
track.
Chandler?
To understand the place I'm
Bachelor!
coming from. Let's go
When I
back.
was 16, I was a sick teen. I was a victim of my head.
I was just 16, up in the kitchen, racking
How
up
we doing,
lines
Chandler?
till my nose
How we doing,
bled.
Glocky?
16 in an affliction, in an addiction.
Bells
with
in
my
the
bread.
house.
I was just 16, I was quite sick then. I was
Ryan's
a prick
in
then.
the
I was
house.
a pleb, but
Sam's
fuck
in
it.
the house.
We're all misguided
How we doing,
individuals.
gorgeous?
Life can suck it. My cup ain't half full, man. I'm filling up the whole
Bucket.
I'll drink my tears so I can drown my sorrow. Sing like I might die tomorrow. Live note for note, I go for broke on every single song I wrote. And every single song I write brings freedom to my weary mind. A healing that you'll only find inside an intricate design of kicks and snares and flat bass lines. I flip the script until I find my. It is what it is. I focus on my. Now run the track.
Something is brewing, Penny. Oh, you're gonna lose your shit today, gang. I spent most of the morning losing mine.
Get it?
It's just unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's so mental. Steve, I know you can't tell the difference when Ren's singing when I'm singing, but just so you know, could tell, I was singing a little bit then as well.
Were you?
Yeah, it's true.
Get it?
Get it?
Power. Get it? If you catch me alone, you better stay on my zone because I'm ready to kill. I'll sit on my throne, made of bodies and bones because I'm mentally ill. I'm feeling alive, I got the will to survive, so never test my skill.
For goodness sake, man, I'm ready to break, man.
Murderer, homie, it's the way that I get down.
Guys, Johnny Boy has come up with an amazing idea. An amazing idea.
Swing to your jaw in the first round. The tack, tack, tack. Murderer, homie, it's the way that I get down, yeah. I was born shameless, fighting out in Brighton with the neighbours. Brother, ask your mother what my name is. I was born famous, trendsetter, hot greatest. Shocking like a finger in the anus. I was born wasted, stoned on my brain, brother faded. Writing catchy syllables contagious. I was born courageous, naked and fucking outrageous. With a microphone I rock stages. I jump on the rhythm of rhyme inside don't. And I pull Excalibur right out the stone. King Punk, the precision it hits like Stallone. Rocky, keep it cocky, I'll be Al Capone.
Right. Ryan, Steve, ban Ryan for me.
I walk alone, sit on the
just ban him.
Throne.
Get him out.
I'll deny it like a mortgage loan. Your daughter's home, we'll be staying home alone.
Get down the bone and eat it like a Toblerone, bitch.
If you catch me alone, you better stay on my zone because I'm ready to kill. I'll sit on my
how are they, Deborah?
Bodies and bones because I'm mentally.
Deborah, how are you, mate? Welcome to the team. You're new, I think. Is Deborah new?
Yes.
I think Deborah is.
We've had that name before.
Deborah Schreider. Lovely name, mate. Pleasure to meet you. I hope you stick around.
Feeling alive, I got the will to survive.
But only if you're mental. We don't want no normal people in here, please.
Never test my skill.
For goodness sake, man, I'm ready to break, man.
Murderer.
Now, Rody, is he saying, for goodness sake, man, I'm ready to break, man, or ready to brain, man?
I don't.
Let's go back a little bit.
Cause I'm mentally ill. I'm feeling alive, I got the will to survive, so never test my skill. For goodness sake, man, I'm ready to brain, man.
It's brain, isn't it? It's brain.
It is brain.
Homie, it's the way that I get down.
Ryan says, hi, boob.
Mean Beaverman.
Hi, boob. Boobies.
You see me on the corner of my town. Get back.
I'm so sorry, Penny. Sorry, not sorry. Right, we ready for it?
The bigger they come, the quicker they fall. The trigger the gun, I'm clipping them all like eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I line them up against the wall. I don't mean metaphorically, lyrical bullets. I mean actually fucking killing, squeeze the trigger and pull it. Woo! How's it going?
Didn't quite get the first bit, I'll be honest.
The bigger they come, the quicker they fall.
The bigger they come, the bigger the fall.
It's the way that I get down, The bigger they come, the bigger they fall. The trigger the gun, I'm clipping them.
Trick of the gun, that's the thing I keep forgetting.
Homie, it's the way that I get down, The bigger they come, the bigger they fall. The trigger the gun, I'm clipping them all like eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I line them up against the wall. I don't mean metaphorically, lyrical bullets. I mean actually fucking kill him, squeeze the trigger and pull it. Blood splat, how's it going, lad?
Stevie boy, that was perfect.
Blowing my trust, I'm a pro with that. Caesar sewing bad boy, I'm an addict, volcanic, a man is twisted and manic. The rhymes are gifted, goddammit, I push the button, we panic. Breathe, I seize the land, sky and the seas. It's easy, see me freestyle freely.
Ryan's on Penny's hit list.
Rock man, yes I came to rock man. Drop it like it's hot fam, wearing clothes from Oxfam. Goddamn, I am a blood sucking titan from the streets of Brighton. Hit you with my right hand sucker.
Laugh it up, funny man. Laugh it up. Oh,
if you catch me alone, you better stay on my zone because I'm ready to kill. I'll sit on my throne, made of bodies and bones because I'm mentally ill. I'm feeling alive, I got the will to survive, so never test my skill. For goodness sake, man, I'm ready to break, man. Murderer, homie, it's the way that I get
Sing
down.
along, peeps. Sing it loud.
If you see me on the corner of my town, get back. Murderer, swing for your jaw in the first round. The tap. Murderer, homie, it's the way that I get down. Whoa, homie, it's the. Homie, it's the.
Oh, that one
Love
was
Music
good.
Part 4.
That one was
I
good,
feel like
Ryan.
sometimes some ideas are just a little bit overdone. Do you know what I mean? Don't even know what to rap about anymore. I feel like I'm just getting older and more cynical.
We're on the hit list, Ryan.
Die anyway. Oh, fuck it.
1, 2, 3, Oh yeah, put the rap game in the chokehold.
I love this song.
I get a bit loco, yeah. Feeling kinda sick in the coco, and I don't really feel right. Oh yeah, feeling kinda antisocial. I think I'm gonna blow Chernobyl, yeah. Going off the grid and I'm postal, and I don't really feel right. Testing, mic check please. And I'm back for part 4, cause I killed part 3. And you still know me, still the same OG, but I been low-key ADHD. Cause as I get distracted as the world collapses from the wars that we waged to the COVID vaccine. I was born in an age where the ozone's cracking. I've been off the stage, I've been away from rapping, but I'm back
Didn't I tell you to block Ryan?
on my feet, back on the track, I'm attacking the beat, back with the bass.
No, what?
He did say it was better.
Rap flow sweet, a rat-a-tat-tat, I'm a rat-a-tat. I'm a done, pretty done when I burn like the sun. V5, full form, jack my beanstalk off in your mum. Just for fun, with her niggas half on. Give her 1 ton soup, cause she wants some cum. Oh yeah, put the rap game in a chokehold. Sometimes I might get a bit low, yeah. Feeling kinda sick in the cocoa, and I don't really feel right. Oh yeah, feeling kinda antisocial. I think I'm gonna blow Chernobyl, yeah. Going off the grid in a postal, and I don't really feel right. I'm a reprobate, I'm in a public park while I masturbate, and I don't put out till the second date. By that I mean put her in my basement. Wait, giggity, it's polygamy rap. Give her the lickety-flickety while I'm beating the bat. She gets lickety-flickety when I go into tap, and I'm the god of fertility when I do it like that. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. I picked up the letters of the alphabet and pulled apart and put together. Finger licking chicken, I'm dipping, flipping the architecture. Do it better, rap professor, killer track, then resurrect. Tip with the top of the hip with the hop and the ripping the drop when I dip in the spot, and I'm dripping in relevant time. A veteran, better than most of the bigger the crop. I mutilate, broken, breaking.
What?
Communicate with stupid bass, now wait. When I do it like that with the flow, then you know that I'm cold, colder than cold. I'm Sub-Zero, got that Jesus flow, make your penis grow. Oh Jesus, bro, why you stoop so low? Well, maybe I'm a little bit immature. I use jokes just to cope, cause I'm insecure. C'est la vie, what will be, what has been before will repeat and repeat on the beat. Oh Lord, I'm sorry. Halle Berry, Halle Berry, do ya wanna show your hooters? Lick my monster balls and start a rumor. You can give me head like my name was Henry Tudor. Booyah, back on the beat, killer backstreet boy with the back of my feet. She take back your boy for some meet and greet. In the backseat, boy, I'll be slapping her cheeks. Kill him when the bassline go.
John says this song is so damn catchy. It's the first song my friends didn't like, though. They didn't understand the humour at all. Dump.
I think it's American versus British humour.
Dump him, John. Dump him.
Kill him with the suicide flow. Kill him with the 4x4. Killing it wherever I go. The rhythm that I'm kicking with.
The guys really don't like it when I trim my nose hairs, do they?
No.
Jacob's
in the house.
Yeah, Jacob's never been here. He's been lurking in the background, and now he's like, what the fuck is going on?
Vision on my vision with my vision on my villain with the flow. When
what up, Bill?
Kill him, I'm killing it with ambition. Demolition of magicians and the tracks to gold. Oh yeah, put the rap game in.
How we doing, Jacob, mate? Welcome to the team. I hope you're doing well. And I hope you're not normal. Not normal.
Some I get a bit loco, yeah. Feeling kinda sick in the cocoa, and I don't really feel right. Oh yeah, feeling kinda antisocial. I think I'm gonna blow Chernobyl, yeah. Going off the grid in a postal, and I don't really feel right. Oh yeah, put the rap game in a chokehold. Sometimes I might get a bit loco, yeah. Feeling kinda sick in the cocoa, and I don't really feel right. And I don't really feel right.
I'm trying to reach something. Hold on. Oh. Just trying to... Steve, I've got the tally score back.
Oh, okay.
I've got the tally score. We can hook it up now because I've got a bit of a string on it. What was it we were going to keep the tally score of? How wrong I am. That was it.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
That's it.
I think it's going to get to 100 quite quickly.
Right. We'll talk about that more in a second. That transition...
Jacob said you need to trim your ears as well.
That's a really good point, Jacob.
He can see it around your earbuds.
Fuck off, Jacob.
So far from my mind starts drifting somewhere else. It's not inside this.
There's loads. Steve, can you hear that? Steve, can you hear that?
Yeah.
There is loads of hair in my ear.
Is definitely somewhere else. I wrestle with my thoughts, constant.
That's mental.
It's just come up on the video.
That's mental.
With my mental health, I put on life support. I've been put up on a high shelf. My whole life I've been fighting. This
Guys, coming soon to the shop on the channel. The Earstreamer 5000. Buy one, get one free.
Cake it don't have icing. These mantras I'm reciting, they're meant to keep me sane. I don't know if they're working. Cerebral cortex hurting. Maybe it's all learning. Maybe it's cause life is a lottery, what's an anomaly. Sometimes it's riches and sometimes it's poverty. Sometimes your nerves have been fried by neuropathy, begging the surgeon to have a lobotomy. Honestly, I'ma speak honestly, life is ironically fucking me chronically. I have been ill in myself and it bothers me. License for killing myself, call me Connery. I'ma be straight with you now. I'ma go straight for the heart. People dilate in the dark. People dilate in the dark. No, but was late for the art. No, but was late for the art. Genesis rain and it rain when it start. Genesis rain in the heart. Genesis aim for the heart. Genesis. When I'm by myself,
Great idea, John.
I find my mind starts drifting somewhere else. It's not inside this realm of thought, it's definitely somewhere else. Wage war upon my demons, I've been knocking on the gates of hell. A heretic, a heathen, I've been screaming in this padded cell. It's pain making my pain waking, it's painstakingly cold. My soul aching, my bones breaking when holding on to control. Wrap yellow tape round the body shape, put the body in the bag, zip close. It's malignant, it's mutating, it's such a sight to behold. Let me be real for a second. Tongue is a gun, it's a weapon. Reload, blah blah, that beast mode, Armageddon. Get 'em, let me take the wheel for a second. Hit a hoop, like Shaquille O'Neal with aggression. Regroup with a 3-point steal in succession. Switch swoop, and I'm making them feel the profession. Making them feel the profession, making them feel the profession. Time is the author, the lesson. Time is a murderous weapon. Time is a curse and a blessing. Time is confined in the eye of my mind. It reminds me that life is just slipping right by. Take my piece of the pie and I'm feeding on wine. That I'm freedom in rhyme to defy my depression. I'ma be straight with you now. I'ma go straight for the heart. People dilate in the dark. People dilate in the dark. No, but was late for the
Gang, in the comments, who wants to see Bell Development, also known as Jesse? Who wants to see Jesse come on the show for a little chit chat on a Zoom call? In the comments, yes or no?
No, but was late for the art. Genesis rain and it rain when it start. Genesis
Hi, Mama.
pain in the art. Genesis aim for the heart. Genesis.
Lollybird says we need to give me a straight jacket. Was that not obvious from the start? Was it not obvious? I think I've been very open with my craziness. Nice,
Penny
Megs.
says, did you see Penny's by the moon landing?
2 secs, mate. The moon landing.
There's going to be a moon landing. I just looked up on the news. India are aiming to go to the moon's south pole.
When?
And it'll be the first country to do so.
When?
Apparently, the Russians attempted it last weekend, but they crashed.
When?
I'm just looking.
When? When? We don't got a date.
Soon. It looks like it's soon.
How soon?
Landing expected at 1:34 p.m. British summertime.
Today?
Wow.
What?
I thought soon, but I didn't realise it was that soon.
Okay, hold on. Indian
Penny, is that right?
Indian moon mission.
Yes, less than half an hour to go. Chandrayaan III, hoping to touch down on the moon's south pole.
Okay, hold on.
It's making its descent at 1:15 UK time and arrive at the surface at 1:34. It's aiming for what they call a safe landing.
Oh, I see. I've got it here. I've got the live stream up, gang.
Wow.
Hold on. Let's have a little look.
And they said that the Russians attempted it at the weekend, but it crashed.
Well done, Penny. Right, should we have a little listen? They've just started the...
The mission operations team is analyzing the data.
Oh, good. It's in English. Well done, Penny.
We can all see the seriousness and the concentration with which each and every parameter of the lander module is being analyzed. The performance so far.
There's a lot of bald heads there, mate. That is a lot of brain power.
चूंकि ALS एक्टिवेट किया जा चुका है, इसलिए ग्राउंड से कोई कमांडिंग नहीं की जा रही है। इस दौरान आपके स्क्रीन पे सारे डेटा इसरो के डीप स्पेस नेटवर्क से रियल टाइम में आ रहे हैं। इस मिशन में
Isn't it bonkers to think that we're just about to land on the moon?
जो कि इनर्शियल थ्रस्ट
Do you know what I mean? It's bonkers.
During the entire descent, there
These
is
look like
no
very
ground
smart men and
intervention,
women.
as the ALS has taken
But
charge.
it's the south pole of
The
the moon. It's the
preparation
first
for
time
today's event
man has ever been there.
Oh, so they're going to find ice.
Wherein various pre-selection
I thought the South
have been
Pole had
shown
ice on it. Why are we not seeing ice?
We can see that the vertical
I don't know. Is it the same as
velocity of
Earth?
lander module
Yes,
has
no, it
been
does have a nice
brought
pole.
down.
Yeah, look, let me
It's the
show
same.
you.
Coming down.
Right, okay.
Right, let me moon's ice pole.
And he says, "See, Dan, you do need me."
There you go. So there's the light blue stuff that you'll see on the screen. That's the ice. There's lots of water on the moon, surprisingly. There is lots of water on the moon. And it's all in the little craters, they reckon, where the shadows are. But apparently there's enough water on these poles to secure a life there for millions and
I
millions.
wonder which part they're going to land on.
Who knows, mate? Who knows?
लैंडर मॉड्यूल का अल्टीट्यूड धीरे-धीरे अब कम होता हुआ दिख रहा है।
So it's
और जो कि
dropping.
एक्सपेक्टेड भी है।
It's dropping about 100 meters
अल्टीट्यूड की तो जो कि 28
every 5 seconds or so.
के आसपास है।
आप स्क्रीन पर ये भी देख सकते हैं।
So it said from
Chandrayaan-3 lander
1:15
imager
it was
display.
starting its descent,
Lander
Yep.
imager is continuously
and it'll land at
giving-
1:34.
continuously
134.
taking
All right,
photographs of the
Steve.
moon
Well,
surface
set your
and is-
we'll have a little chat. Set your I'll leave it on the screen. And no, I won't. I'll turn it off. And we'll come back at 1:32. 1:30. We'll come back at 1:30. How does that? 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm sure the guys in the chat will remind us.
Yeah, guys,
Our
remind us of 10
memories of
minutes.
shocking.
We can have 10 minutes of chat, then we'll watch the moon landings, and then how about if I tell you about my big, crazy, groundbreaking news then? It's weird. My energy feels incredibly calm having gone through what I've been through this morning. I'll tell you all about it in a minute, so don't panic, but something happened. And the result of it, I feel so calm, but shut my screen again. But I thought I'd be losing my mind at the moment with the information I've just gathered, but I'm not. It's weird.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a weird one. It's a weird
It's
one.
that big, is it?
It, mate. Oh, that's what she said.
It
Is that
I knew
big,
that was
mate.
coming.
It is that big. So we'll get to that. We'll get to that because that's probably going to be a good half an hour's chat. So, gang, here's what I need you to do. We need to get some songs in here. That's what we need to do. Okay, it's a teamwork, gang. I've got entertainment for you for the whole day. Got it all planned out, right? So I think we should treat this like the cinema, mate. You know, like you go to cinema for a couple of hours of entertainment.
Yeah.
Well, this is 4 hours of entertainment, right?
Yeah.
4 hours, and we're hooking people in for the whole 4 hours, right? I think we should pat ourselves on the back. But we need songs, gang. That's what we need. We need songs to make it easier.
The list is empty.
We have no songs in the list, so we need at least 5, gang, to get this show on the road. So we'll have a bit of chat. We'll have
Ryan's
a bit of chat.
Ryan's coming in with the jokes.
What's he doing? What's he doing?
What do you call a bug on the moon?
Oh, a lunatic.
A
Genius.
lunatic.
Genius. Bell says, can I request a friend of mine? Just a vibe. Bell, mate, get him in. Get the requests in some. We'll listen to anything. Anything except for Clowncore. Anything except for Clowncore. Steve, do you want to hear Clowncore again?
No.
No.
I mean, we had it once. It was good to hear once, wasn't it?
Was it good to hear once? Was it good to hear once? Dad says...
Well, consider I'm terrified of clowns. It wasn't great.
Are you really?
I don't like them.
Oh, you should not have told me that information.
As soon as that came out of my mouth, I knew I shouldn't have said it.
Oh my God, we're going to have some fun now, ladies and gents. And he's coming down for 10 days. Oh, Steve, mate. I just want to preempt you. I'm going to scare the shit out of you on a number of occasions now. It's all jokes and laughter. Just know I'll film everything and it will go on the internet. So you're all good. Dad said there's an ocean of water on the moon. I don't think it's an ocean, mate. I don't think it's an ocean, but I think it's. I think there's a lot of it up there still.
Can we sell yachts and stuff on there?
They're 16 kilometers away from landing now. Interesting.
Ooh, that's not far, is it?
It's not far, mate. It's not fair. Lonnie Bird has a clown phobia too.
See? Well done, Lonnie.
Penny's trying to scare you. Are you okay?
It's
like,
not.
Are you okay?
It's not the scary clowns that scare me.
No, but are you okay seeing that right now? Do you need a hand?
Yeah,
are you okay?
Those are fine.
do you need a minute? Do you want me to hide the screen?
It's not as bad as being scared by bears, the fourth most dangerous animal in the world.
Say that again.
It's not as bad as being scared by bears, which is the fourth scariest dangerous animal in the world. It's not the fourth
scariest, it's the scariest.
It's the fourth most dangerous animal in the world.
But behind who? Behind who? Behind who?
By everyone in the chat.
No. Who's 1, 2, and 3?
Well, it was the hippo.
No. You're not. You can't have the tiger and the hippo beat the bear. That's ludicrous.
I think we established that was the case. Lion, we're not too sure about.
Ryan, mate, appreciate the £5 dono. Creed, My Sacrifice, mate. I have that on my computer. We can play that in a second.
And I do my job then, don't I?
And then Bell Development's being a cheapskate. He thinks he can get a song for $2. He hasn't been here for long, has he? I'm only messing, mate. Thank you. Tommy Graves, Apollo. Have you heard of that?
No.
I haven't.
Is that the one he said it was his friend?
Yes, that's his friend. Oh, yes, this is his friend. That's why we haven't heard of it. Right. Well, let's give another unsigned talent some light, Stevie boy. This is what we do. This is our role. Penny, you are on my probation list now.
Yeah. I don't know what Steph has done, but yeah, she's upset Penny as well.
Oh, look, I'm not the only one who's on probation. Oh, good.
Oh, no, there's about 3 or 4 of you. I don't think you're on probation. It was only Steph that was on probation.
Dad says there's 600 billion kilograms of water on the moon. It's like a big puddle, mate. It's just like a big pond.
We'll get our dinghies out.
Bell said he's in the same city Ren is getting treatment in. Oh, cool. Oh, so Jesse, you're from Canada then, I assume. You're close to Ren right now. Interesting. Jesse, mate, we might need to go on the hunt for Ren and give him a letter.
On a Ren hunt.
Oh, Vinny's finally decided to turn up. Jesus. Vinny, where were you yesterday, mate? We needed you yesterday.
2-3 days late.
Oh, I don't believe it. I hope you're doing well, brother. Deborah says, which bear? The Kodiak, the Polar, the Grizzly, or the Brown? Deborah, you and I are going to be best friends. You know what the bears are. Right, Deborah, talk to me. What do you know about bears? You clearly know your shit. I love bears, Deborah. I'm obsessed with bears. I have a bear spirit, Deborah, just so you know. Let me know what's going on. Jesse's 2 hours away from Ren. So in theory, if we were to write a letter, get Jesse to print it off, and ask Jesse very nicely to hand deliver it to Ren. Jesse, mate, you up for that? That would be great content as well. Bell says, calling me cheap. Can't share what I'm up to. Vinny says, I was here late. Well, it's better late than never, I suppose.
Penny says you're not on probation, Dan. You're just going down.
I'm just going down, am I? Yeah, she wishes. Oh, that's what she said. Right, what are we doing? Deborah's lived in Alaska for
18 years. Oh, where the bears are. Yes.
Oh, Deborah, I'm very interested to know your story now. That's interesting. How many grizzlies have you seen, Deborah? Talk to me. Talk dirty to me. And how big? What's the biggest grizzly you've seen? Oh, Deborah, we've talked about bears so many times. Was it yesterday we talked about bears or Wednesday?
It was Wednesday.
No, last Wednesday. I wasn't here Thursday, Friday.
Oh, Wednesday.
I think we talk
about bears pretty much most days.
It's clipped up on the site. I clipped it up and uploaded it this morning. Tiger versus bear discussion. Right, don't panic, Deborah.
Oh, it was yesterday. Monday.
Was it Monday? Oh, it might have been Monday.
Monday or yesterday.
Might be Monday. Dan, I heard you break down, and you can ushed it. Vinny, mate, all the letters in all the right words, please, in all the right order.
All penny stairs.
Yes, I can see. Right, let's put the moon landing back on.
1 kilometer away.
This is the moon landing, peeps. India.
5 minutes.
Phase of the powered descent.
Less than a kilometer.
Which is going to be the vertical descent phase or the local navigation phase.
जी हाँ, अब हम फाइन ब्रेकिंग वेव्स के एकदम करीब आ चुके हैं। हाँ, आप तालियों के गड़गड़ाहट से सुन सकते हैं कि
some good news.
तीसरे चरण को भी बहुत ही सफलतापूर्वक हासिल कर लिया है और अभी हम वर्टिकल डिसेंट फेज में आ चुके हैं जिसकी शुरुआत भी बहुत ही अच्छी।
It's weird. It's got to be autonomous because I paused it by accident.
Lot of applause.
It's got to be autonomous because the delay in time between here and the moon is a few seconds, so you can't control anything remotely.
They were clapping.
What's going on here? Press play, come on.
100 meters.
600 meters.
And we are nearing and approaching the lunar surface.
जी, आप अपने स्क्रीन पे देख सकते हैं कि लैंडर का हाइट लगातार कम होता जा रहा है। इस समय हम लैंडिंग साइट के जस्ट ऊपर हैं
40,000 people are watching.
इसकी ऊंचाई लगभग 600 मीटर के आसपास है।
Prime Minister of India.
इस फेज के दौरान लगभग 150 मीटर के ऊंचाई पे पहुंचने के बाद
500 meters
लगभग 20 से 22 सेकंड के लिए हॉवरिंग करेगा।
Oh, it's very intense, isn't it, Steve?
We are above the landing site.
Can you imagine what it was like in 1969 with the
horizontal
very,
as well
very
as the
fast
vertical
one?
velocity is now being constantly reduced. And the lander module has begun its descent
350.
towards the landing site.
I hope it goes well.
Yeah, me too. 300 meters. Well, they're landing in a crater, are they?
Is that intentionally?
Wow. Yeah, must be.
अपने स्क्रीन पे देख सकते हैं ये जो पथ निर्धारित किया गया है
200 meters.
इस तरह से उसी को ही फॉलो कर रहा है। इस समय हम लगभग 200 मीटर की हाइट से भी कम आ चुके हैं।
170. 160. 150.
हमें देख सकते हैं कि हम लगभग 150 मीटर की ऊंचाई पे हैं चंद्रमा के सतह से।
150. 140. No.
We are approaching the
Oh, it looks like it's hovering
vertical
there.
descent phase 2, which will have the lander module hovering at nearly 150 meters
They've got it hovering.
above the lunar
Who's
surface.
filming it?
जी हाँ, आप इस
It's got a camera on it.
को सुन सकते हैं।
Right, okay.
They're hovering at 150 meters, almost exactly, just to show they can. That's madness.
द्वारा की जा रही है।
That is, it's exactly 150 meters almost.
तो altitude
And now they're coming down.
होता जा रहा है। अभी हम लोग लगभग 135 मीटर की ऊंचाई पे हैं।
130, 120,
The sensors that are updating at this point
110.
are providing confirmation of the safety of the landing site.
As expected, the retargeting is going on, and this is a very good signature for the lander. अभी आप ये देख
70 meters,
कि
60
lander की
meters.
ऊंचाई लगभग 65 मीटर के आसपास बची हुई है।
Oh, this looks very promising.
Currently, only 2 engines are now being fired, and we are nearly at zero velocity, vertical and horizontal. We are.
This is an animation, Steve. It's not actually the real footage.
The moon surface.
Right.
Did you think it was the real footage?
लैंडर की
Oh,
I was
Steve.
wondering. I was wondering who was stood there with the video camera.
40 meters.
I thought they must have parachuted out and then set up his little camera on a tripod.
25 meters. 20 meters.
And he is critically looking at the visuals.
Oh, they landed.
Yay.
Hey.
Safely?
Think so. Oh, there's the boss man.
John says it looks like Doc.
It does look like Doc. How as he gets around, doesn't he?
He's going to do a little review of Ren now.
Imagine
if... you need to screenshot this.
That's why.
That little video of you or something. Like he's reacting to you.
Hold on, I've got an idea.
There's a lot of Tiger talk in the chat I need to come back to as well.
Oh, I can't go back. That's annoying. Let's see what he says. It's not the best footage. Okay, so it's another language. We might be able to.
Yeah,
we might be able to.
It's landed.
It's landed. Congratulations to India.
Yeah, well done, India.
Me, India, massive. Congrats.
Well, they succeeded where Russian failed.
Indeed. Yeah. I think it's quite difficult to land on the moon, though, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's not like parking your car in a car park.
No, I think it's quite difficult. Yeah, I think it's quite difficult. Right, what are the Tiger comments then? Hit me.
Ryan says, Tigers would love it on the moon because it has water. If you know, you know.
Right. This
harks back.
Who said that?
Harks back to your comment that tigers don't like swimming.
Who said this?
This Ryan again.
Right, block him. I'm done. That's it. Get rid of him.
There was a great comment from Steph from Chandra. She knows a few facts about bears. First one is a Siberian tiger would kill a bear in a fight.
No.
The second fact.
Steph!
The second fact is hippos would kill a bear in a fight. The third fact is tigers versus bear. Tiger wins.
Right, Steph, out. Right, block her over too. Get rid of her as well. This is ridiculous. None of you know how bad a grizzly is. What does Deborah say? What does Deborah say? Deborah must be on my side. Hold on.
She says something.
Only 2 who wandered into my town, she says. Oh, wait.
Oh, and
a third.
She saw a third trying to catch a moose.
A moose is a big animal. That's moose. That's 3 mooses now, Steve, in 2 days.
Oh, we talked about the mooses yesterday.
It is.
Yeah.
It's weird, isn't it?
We need to see a moose.
Deborah says, Stephanie, a shrew will back down a bear going for her nest. Ounce for ounce, a shrew is the most vicious creature on earth and have 0 clue of their size difference. That's an interesting fact, Deborah. Still wouldn't kill a bear, though. Still,
we just leave that to the hippos.
Vinny says the landing was fake. Yeah, probably was. Right, let's do a voting poll. Let's do a voting poll. We love a poll. Ounce for ounce. Shut up, you. All right. Start a poll. Do you want to hear about the crazy shit now?
I think you'll need to block John as well.
There we go. I've asked the question. Let's see what comes back. John says, yes, we do, Dan. But bears would lose those matches. We all know bears are badass, but not the level of others. Right, John, mate. I thought we were friends.
Deborah said you don't want to meet a moose.
No, I do, but I don't. They're quite defensive. But have you guys seen a moose?
Mooses are scary. I didn't realize how big they were until you showed me that photo.
Guys, if you haven't seen this yet, I'm about to blow your fucking mind.
like something kind of a prehistoric age, aren't they? They're huge.
This is the Canadian moose.
Look at this big fella here. Wow, Kalia, look at him. He's huge.
Right. That moose is stood next to a 4x4 car. I tried to stop it where they're parallel. Look at the size difference of that fucking moose. It's 2-3 times bigger than a massive SUV 4x4.
Hey there, bud.
It's ginormous.
Hey there, bud. You gotta...
Look at that perspective. Look at that perspective. It's bonkers. It's bonkers.
Look at its antlers.
Unbelievable.
No, I'm not gonna touch it. Hey there, bud. Hey there, gotta...
Look where the wing mirror is compared to where the moose is. We all know how high a wing mirror is. It's 3 feet off the ground. That's mental.
You're there, bud, huh? You're just gonna send it?
Look at the size of it compared to the car in the background now. Jesus Christ.
You're just gonna send
It's huge.
it?
Oh, that's what she said. There is a lot of meat on that bad boy.
Okay.
Bell says in Canada that the moose will get hit by a truck and then walk away.
Jeez.
Just gonna send it there, eh, bud?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
And Deborah said they can kick with all 4 feet in all directions. They kill dogs often.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Bell's got some moose antlers in his backyard. He's going to send you a pic.
Yeah, please do, Bell. Yeah, please do, mate. JMK's in the house. How we doing, mate? JMK was in the video last night. In the chat. Where were you last night, Ronnie? In the chat.
I was watching.
No, you weren't.
I was.
Deborah says, yeah, Alaska has the largest species on the planet. So does Canada. I mean, guys, a grizzly bear can take that down. Grizzly bears eat moose regularly. It's their main source. Those and deer. Oh, and salmon and nuts. Unbelievable. And I don't mean nuts in the ground. I mean human nuts. I love them. Right, are we starting this topic?
Yeah, what's your voting?
We've got a troll in the house.
94-6.
We got So just for the troll who said no.
Well, that was me.
Oh, Bell says, lol, y'all want a story? I do, mate. Give me a story. Tell me a story. Right, I don't even know where to begin with this story, Steve.
Start at the beginning.
Start from the beginning. So, my mum met my dad. And
they loved each other very much.
Vinny says, Daddy said so. Said
so
let it go. Said let what? Let what go?
I don't know.
Okay. Bell said a friend of mine and I went camping in the Rocky Mountains for a night, and the park ranger told us to watch out for the pack of wolves, that they were basically sport killing. Left a whole family of moose and didn't even eat them.
Wow.
What? Bet that was a new moon as well.
We didn't add wolves to our list, didn't we, from yesterday?
Say that again.
We didn't add wolves to our list of dangerous animals yesterday.
No, because as an individual, they're not that dangerous. One of them is,
they could probably take on a bear.
What?
Do you think?
A wolf kill a bear?
Yeah.
One wolf. You're an idiot. Right, I'm going to kick you off the Discord.
Fifth place.
Right, bear with me. I've just got to check something.
Your dad had an ex-girlfriend that was a moose.
Say that again.
Your dad had an ex-girlfriend that was a moose.
That would make sense. Right, shall we? Right, let's just dive into this conversation because I want to get over and done with. Because yes, it's mental, but I'm over it already. Right. So this morning, this morning I woke up this morning. Well, shall I tell you what happened, Steve, and then it'll be a conversation between us. Although then I don't have to focus on performing. Right. So I woke up this morning, mate, and my routine at the moment is when I wake up, go and feed the cats, have a pint of water with some salt in it, and I sit down and start to edit. So edit the previous day's videos essentially and get them uploaded and on the account. So I was doing that this morning, and then I'm also working on the film. So I was actually working on the film specifically this morning after I did the clips. And while I'm doing the film, I'm having a smoke because I was smoking in the morning, and I zone out into my edit, and I really enjoy that time. It's there's no one in the house, it's just kind of me and the edit. I can get a load of work done. I can kind of zone out, right?
Nice.
Huh?
Nice.
Yeah. I was very productive, and then I was waiting for the edit of the movie because I've done a load of exports now. I'm editing each one and amending it, blah blah blah. So I was on like the 9th edit. Exported it, and it takes about 15-20 minutes to export because it's an hour and a half. So I was I put that to one side, had a puff of the smoke, and then in fact I need that now because this is that kind of conversation. And I then zoned out. You know what happens when I have a little smoke sometimes, Steve? I zone out and I miss a bit of the conversation. But when I'm by myself, I zone out, and it's like a meditative state. It's kind of hard to explain. And when I zone out, I always look at the garden door is to the right of me, and there's a bush outside the door, and I end up just staring at this bush. Done it now for about a year and a half, maybe 2 years since I've been enjoying the smoke while I do the edit. And so I zoned out, I was looking at the bush, and I was away with my thoughts, and I was just daydreaming, right? And then all of a sudden I realised that I'm not fully zoned out. I'm actually having a conversation with myself. I'm talking to myself. Have you ever done that, Steve? Have you ever had a conversation with yourself? You ask yourself a question and then you answer it and you go back and forth?
Yeah.
Yeah? How often would you say that happens to you?
Oh, it's quite often, I think. Especially when you're sort of driving.
It's quite common, right? It happens, it happens to me quite often. But particularly when I have a smoke, it happens more often than not. And it can interrupt a conversation if I've had too much smoke, for example. I could be talking to a friend and then all of a sudden 30, 40 seconds will disappear. I'm not focusing on the conversation and I've gone somewhere else, right? Mm-hmm. So that's what happened this morning, and I was going back and forth in my mind having a conversation with myself. And then the conversation, just have to remember this, when I specifically became aware that I was asking myself questions. It must have been a few minutes into it, but I remember the sun was shining quite brightly at the time, and it would the light was all shining on me, so to speak. It was really nice and warm, and my leg was getting nice and cooked in it. And I asked the question. What was the first one I asked? Hold on. That was it. Have I mentioned to you yet that I'm changing the layout of the room, the studio?
No.
So about 3 weeks ago, two weeks ago, when all the visions and stuff were happening, I wrote down. Oh, I can show you. It's here. Hold on. I wrote down in here a little sketch of the studio room because I saw a different version of it in my crazy head. Oh, I'm just going to find it now. Saw a crazy version of it. I was talking to Sam about it, and I was like, I might change the layout of the studio to look like this. So we had a little discussion about it. There it is. There. That's the sketch, right? So we're in a garage, right? So think of a garage dimensions, single garage dimensions. So this is sideways, right? So this is the garage door here on this side. You'll see in a minute, Steve. And then this is the wall to the house on this side, right? And there's a door to the garage here, which is that door there. Okay? Just showing it on the camera so everyone knows what's going on here. So so that came into my head, and then putting the desk horizontal ways rather than, I don't know how to explain it, across the garage, going with the main garage door, so horizontal if you like, then it gives me all this room here. And I remember asking the question, why do I do this? And I didn't get a response. So I just wrote it down. So that was a couple of weeks ago. Anyway, I asked the question because I had that image pop into my head again this morning while I was zoning out. And I said to myself, well, why do I have to do it this way? And the reply I got in my crazy head was, oh, you need it for your comedy. You need more space. So I said, why do I need more space? Oh, you need it for your comedy sketches. I said, what comedy sketches? I don't do comedy sketches. The ones that you're going to do soon. And I was like, where the hell is this coming? Like, I'm answering my own question, and asking it at the same time. It was very bizarre. But also what was happening is when I asked the question, and I was talking out loud like a madman, I felt like I was having a conversation with myself. So I started talking out loud. I was quite quiet. I was going, well, why do I need to change the garage? Oh, you need it for your comedy sketches. Yeah, but what comedy sketches? Oh, the ones that you're going to do soon. I was talking out loud. I wasn't hearing a voice around me, but I was getting a reply in my head, right? Being distracted by the chat. Hold on. Good, they're talking about something else. Fine. Hit that like button, says Bray Denver. Nice to meet you, mate. Thanks for dropping by. So I was going back and forth, asking these questions, and then I said, well, give me an example of the comedy sketches that I'm going to be doing, because I don't know what you mean by comedy sketches. I've got a couple of ideas in my notebook, so to speak, of comedy ideas, but too many. Not many. I'm just reading out Whiplash's comment on TikTok, on Rumble, that goes, "You've been on the funny mushrooms again, I suspect." Not for a while, mate. Not for a while. Dan, there is a newbie in here. Be normal. Oh yeah, fine. Yeah, let's play some music. Be normal, Penny. There's an outsider, Dan. Act normal. Thanks for the heads up, Penny. Oh, that's funny.
Brilliant.
There's an outsider. Shh, be quiet. So comedy sketches, or skits, as Chandler's just mentioned, or bits, as they're sometimes called. I've got a couple of those for stand-up. I haven't really got many sketches. Obviously, Kaz and I have got bailiffs and whatnot. But I was like, well, what kind of comedy sketches? Give me an example. And then the example that I was having in my conversation, the example that they said was, for example, when your son comes in and knocks you over your feet, you fall on the floor and come out of the camera, and it's a big moment. I was like, what's he talking about? I don't have a son. And then I heard, well, you will do soon. I was like, what are you talking about? And it was like, and then they said, I'm just answering the questions you're asking. Don't get freaked out. So I was like, okay, what's going on here, right? So how we doing, Kaz? Oh, Kaz, you've turned in a good time. Don't panic. I'm not going to cut myself. So I was having this dialogue, right? So I then snapped out of the zoning, if you like. I kind of came back into the room, but I was aware of what was being discussed, obviously. But I kind of snapped back, if you like. And I was thinking to myself, that's weird. I was talking to myself, but it felt like a full-blown conversation. And then I heard the voice say, I've always been here. You've always been able to talk to me. Now, this is when I got a little bit freaked out, because I have had these conversations many, 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 many times with myself, over and over, since I was a kid, over and over and over, talking to myself, talking in my head. I know we all do it, right? I know that's not not uncommon. That's not out of the ordinary. That's not a weird thing. And we've been told to believe it's our internal dialogue. We've been told to believe it's a thought process. We've been told to believe it's X, Y, and Z, right? But in that moment, I realised I was having a conversation with something else. It wasn't just me. It wasn't me I was having the conversation with, because I didn't know the answers I was asking the questions from. Now, someone might be able to say, well, it's just subconscious. That's fine. I don't care what label we put on it, as long as we can establish it wasn't me who was giving the replies. That's the point I'm trying to make here. I was having a conversation with something, someone, a part of me. I don't know. Well, I do now know, because I asked the question. I said, who are you? And the response I got was higher self. So that's now who I know I was talking to. There was a very specific exchange of conversations. The problem I have is this voice is very similar to my voice, so it seems like I'm talking to myself. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's the context, right? So I'm getting a bit freaked out. I'm getting a little bit weirded out. I think I'm going insane. You know, I've still got my mum's schizophrenia information in my mind. So I'm thinking this could definitely be a schizophrenic thing. This could be temporary psychosis. This could be a split personality thing. This could be a number of things that I'm aware of about a mental breakdown or a psychotic episode or a psychosis moment or a schizophrenic episode, blah, 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 right? Very aware of all that. However, I'm also very aware that I'm aware of all that information. And if I was having a psychotic break, I wouldn't be able to be aware that I was having a psychotic break. Does that make sense? When I had psychosis in hospital in 2020 after my breakdown, I spent 12 days in hospital. I knew I had a problem because everybody around me was telling me I had a problem. Everyone around me said, Dan, something's not right. You need to go and get some help. So I went and got some help. I went to the hospital for 12 days. It was a voluntary admission, whatever it's called. But because of COVID, it wasn't voluntary. We've had that conversation. So I was aware that in that moment that was something wrong with me. I was going through a very tough time. There was a break in my mind. I couldn't figure out what was happening. Went to hospital. They drugged me up. They gave me 12 days of rest, and then my kind of brain fixed itself, and I was back to who I know, if that makes sense. This time, however, I feel great. I feel fine. I feel very calm and with it. So I know it's not a psychotic break. I truly feel like I was talking and I was having a conversation with my higher self. It sounds mental, I know. So we're going to carry on because this is where it gets really weird. I'm just warming you up, Steve. I'm just trying to set some context.
Oh God, there's more.
I'm just trying to set some context of information, right? So
okay.
So by this point, I'm now aware that I'm having a conversation with my higher self. I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable with it, and I then ask a very specific set of questions. Okay, because I wanted to find out some key information from information. I wanted to test this hypothesis. Am I really talking to my higher power? Give me some information where I can verify that I can confirm if what you're telling me is legit. So I then asked the question, will I go to America? Now, Roly, you're aware of the America conversations that we're having in the background.
Yes, lots of them.
Yeah. So there's lots of things in America I want to go and see. There's people I want to go and meet. There's Black Pegasus. Yeah. There's Megan. There's Lonnie. There's Vinny. There's, you all know who you are. We've had the conversation, right? We're going to do a little, the plan is to do a little tour of America somehow and go and meet all these people. Ian Taylor, go and do an interview with him. Black Pegasus, go over to Nashville and go and connect with Trey, and etc. So planning this little tour. So I asked the question, when am I going to go to America? Would you like to know what the answer was? Immediately. So again, as soon as I ask the question, I get an immediate response. It happens before I finish talking. And the immediate response was soon. So I said, how soon? And it said, very soon. And I said, how soon is very soon? And it said, today. And I laughed, and I was like, "Well, I'm not going.
Okay.
I'm not going to America today." So at this point,
we're shutting the live early today, are we?
Sorry,
going off to the airport.
Yeah,
exactly. Live early,
exactly.
Going off to the airport.
Exactly. So, Whiplash just says, "Now I'm not a doctor or anything, but that sounds a lot like a psychotic break, Dan, and higher, Dan." Maybe, mate. Maybe. Well, look, you assess what I'm talking about and my behaviour and my whereabouts, and you assess whether you think I'm having a psychotic break. All I can say was I'm not, and no one around me is telling me I am. So anyway, what did I say? Americas. Yes, you're going soon today. So I laughed, and I literally laughed out loud to myself. I said, "Okay, fine, whatever," and then kind of got back on with what I was doing, right. I get a message from Danny, the DMT guy.
Right, okay, yeah.
I got that message. I'm going to give you a timestamp. Hold on, I've just got to scroll up. At 10:42 today. 10:42 today. In fact, Rolly, I'm just going to send you a screenshot so you can confirm what I'm referring to. And can you do me a favour, mate? Can you just read out what's on the screenshot? There's nothing personal on the screenshot that can't be read out. There we go.
It's not come through yet.
No, it's coming through now.
Here we go.
There we go. So Danny has sent me a message. He sent some laughing faces to a previous voice note I sent. And then could you read out what he says below?
Which part?
All of it.
All of it?
Yep.
The COR rebirth.
That's the one. Yep. So Danny sent me a link, and on that link he sends a message.
Also, you didn't answer my question, my brother. Did you see this that Mickey shared with you?
Yep, keep going.
I'm calling the pause button on you and asking you to pay attention for a second.
So this is
a love heart.
This is Danny. This is the DMT guy. You all know Danny. You've all seen the interview. Danny and I have connected, have become very, I don't want to say close friends, but we've got a very new, strong bond, if you like. He's a lovely guy, a lot of information, and he's got the discovery of DMT that proves we live in a simulation. Right? Blah, blah, blah. We'll come back to that another day. So Danny sends me this at 10:41. Okay. Now, Mickey sent this to me last week. He sent it to me on Thursday morning. And he asked me what I thought of that link. Now, I didn't reply to Mickey immediately. And then Danny has sent me this and said, have you looked at this yet? And I sent him a message back, basically just saying, look, the link looks amazing. I can't afford it. But thank you for inviting me. Now, the link is to a retreat. Let me show you the link. So Mickey and Danny have set up a retreat, which is nothing out of the ordinary. People do it all the time, particularly spiritual people, and whatnot. But this particular retreat is about healing past traumas, blah blah blah. And I'm in the wrong place. Hold on. And having spoken to Mickey and Danny, obviously with the addiction conversation that's in the background, this is something that they feel would be very beneficial. A rebirth, if you like, for a spiritual awakening. For those that are going through a spiritual awakening, blah, blah, blah. So you can see it on the screen now. You think? Yeah, you can. And you could have a little read of it if you're interested. But I've had a little read of it. It looks incredible. There's Danny and Mickey there. It says Mickey on the left and Danny on the right. And there's obviously testimonials. Now, retreats are something I used to do in the fitness industry. It's nothing. It's nothing out of the ordinary. But what is out of the ordinary in this one is, Steve, is guess where the retreat is held?
I'm going to assume America.
In the Americas, yeah, Costa Rica, specifically.
Oh right, okay,
right?
More south.
Yeah, but still America, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, still America. And then Danny sends me this link and asks me if I wanted to go. And I couldn't afford it because it's got a nice little price tag because it's a very nice fucking retreat to go on. I can't afford it. I've got no money at the moment. And he said, can you read out the bottom of that message?
I think you're missing the point.
So it turns out Danny and Mickey have gifted me a seat on this retreat for free. All I have to do is turn up.
Oh, nice.
Have you connected the dots yet?
Right. Okay. Yeah.
When am I going to? When am I going to America? Very soon. How soon? Today. And then
he's off giving you an invitation to go.
Minutes later, I get a message from my friend who's a spiritual going through a journey himself. He gives me a $3,000 free seat at this retreat halfway across the world in America. Right? That's not where it ends, Steve.
Oh my God, there's more.
Oh,
right?
Mate, so much more, right? So that freaked me out, right? But as you can see from the information on the screen, no, there it is. You'll see where the retreat is being hosted in Nosara, Costa Rica. Casas Kismet, Nosara, Costa Rica, right? Now, the hotel that I have to get to, and you see that on the register page. There it is. Group transportation to and from LIR Airport, which is the Liberian airport, Steve.
Right, so I'll keep that in.
Have a guess what the Liberian airport is called.
The Liberian airport?
Fantastic. I don't know if you can see it on the screen now, Steve.
I've got a screen up.
I'm going to send it to you because it's going to take you 45 seconds to upload.
Yeah.
Send it to you now. There you go.
No. Right, okay.
I'm not making it up, mate. That's on Google. It's on my screen right now. Google it yourself.
Why are you sick with that?
Google it yourself. The LIR airport. That is the name. Daniel Aduba Quaros International Airport. That is the Liberian International Airport. The LIR. Tell me it's not weird.
That is a little bit weird.
Tell me it's not fucking weird. And not only that, my dad can quite possibly get me to Costa Rica basically for nothing. I've just got to pay the airport tax because of his connection with the British Airways. Maybe, hopefully. If not, I'll ask my cousin who's Virgin Atlantic. If not, I'll pay for it. If not, I'll find the money and book it myself. But I'm going either way. So that's another story. I'm off to Costa Rica to go to this spiritual seminar retreat, which I can't wait for. Which it sounds like the answers to my prayers, because I've been begging to go to rehab for a decade now. A decade, and I can't afford it. Now, this isn't rehab, but this is rehab. This is taking me away from my situation, spiritually healing, connecting with my higher self, so to speak, and trying to let all my troubles go away and all that blah, 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 blah. And then the morning, I ask the questions when I'm going. When am I going to America? Soon. How soon? Very soon. How soon is very soon? Today. Minutes later, Danny gives me a ticket. Basically gives me free entry to this rebirth retreat that's in Costa Rica, which I'm probably going to be able to get to. It's a $3,500 retreat for 5 days for free. And the airport that I've got to get to is called Daniel.
Daniel.
Are you having a fucking laugh? Steve, tell me, like, what do you make of that information?
That is even blowing my mind, to be honest.
It's blown my mind, mate. So I'm going through this situation now where Sam's with me, right? Sam with me. We're talking about it. I want to call you. I want to call Kaz. I want to speak to Danny. Like, I'm going through this bonkers, chaotic, energetic moment. Sam and I are upstairs going through this moment of, Jesus Christ, what the hell's happening? This is all a bit weird. Sam looks up the name of the airport, sees it's called Daniel, and I'm like, okay, that's a fucking sign. Like, if there's a sign of me going, the airport being named after my name is a pretty good fucking sign. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just after I've been giving a free ticket to go. It's fucking bonkers, mate. Absolutely bonkers. And then I get the information about the changing of the room here because of a comedy sketch in the future or whatnot. Joe and I have been talking about doing comedy sketches up in Scotland as part of another fucking conversation, as the whole bit of context. But ultimately, I think I mentioned before, Joe Flackers is into his comedy. We've talked about writing a little comedy skit, like a 30-second, 60-second comedy skit. There's something in Scotland that him and Vic are going to, and they've invited me to go with them. So doing something there as well with comedy skits as well. Kaz and I are writing bailiffs. Like the interviews are popping off, and the interviews are just landing on my fucking lap. Like all of it combined, when you put all that context together, and it's all interconnected, and the answers to all of these questions that I'm having, I'm getting the answers directly, and then I get a free ticket, and then I'm able to go to Costa Rica probably very easily through my dad's connection, and the airport's named fucking Daniel. And I'm now in this state where I'm like, it's so overwhelmingly obvious, it's so overwhelmingly true, it's undeniable now. It's undeniable. I can't look at all of this information that's all connected, that all seems to be coming together, and look at it and go, oh, it's just a coincidence. It's just a coincidence. I did it all myself. It's just my hard work. Nope, I did fuck all. It all just fell on my lap. Tell me, Steve. Tell me what?
Yeah.
Tell me what?
I can't. I can't really.
Neither can I, mate.
No.
Neither can
So when are you going?
26th of September. Right,
okay.
That's going to be the goal anyway. Like I said, I'm hoping my dad might be able to help. If not, I'm hoping my cousin might be able to help. If not, I'll contact the airlines. I'll reach out. If not, I'll find a way to get there. There is, and I don't think I have to find a way. I think it's just going to be easy. I've got a feeling. I've just got this feeling. Dad's going to be able to put me on his discount. It's going to cost me 80 quid to get there with the tax I have to pay, and that's it. It's 2 weeks after my birthday.
Nice. So how long's the retreat?
5 days.
5 days, right,
yeah.
Okay.
And I asked if you and Sam can come, and the answer was yes, but not this one, not on the next one.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know what to... Is Bachelor in there? Bachelor's in the house. Bachelor, can you come on...
Bachelor's in the house.
Bachelor, can you come on Discord yet? I feel like I need to talk it through with you, mate. What's the chat saying? All right, let's focus on the chat for a sec.
Let's have a look.
I'm going to scroll up a little bit.
We need to touch him. He's the Dalai Wheeler.
What?
Someone called you the Dalai Wheeler.
The Dalai Wheeler?
Yeah.
Someone's in here called the Dalai Wheeler?
No, they're calling you the Dalai
Lol. Hanging popsicles. She goes, what have I walked into? I do love Penny's comment. Act normal, Dan. There's new people in
There's new people here. Just act normal.
Act normal.
Best comment ever.
Also happens to be one of the most popular lives that we have as well today, Steve. I don't know if you noticed that. 30 people joining us today. Say hello in the comments, gang. Appreciate you stopping by. Is that a coincidence? We're talking about this.
29. Well, there's 29 people in there at the moment. There's only 20 likes. Just saying.
Gang, get those likes up, please. Come on. What are we doing?
John says, just saying, South America and America are two different places. Lol.
Yes, but they're both referred to as America, right? Because my question was, when am I going to America? I wasn't specific. I didn't say North America. I didn't say South America. I said America. I did then follow up and said, because after I made the discovery with Costa Rica and Danny, about 20 minutes before I came live, I asked the question, will I go to North America to meet Black Pegasus? And then the answer was yes. I don't know when that happened. I don't know. I didn't ask when that happens, though.
Right, okay.
Now, what I am... Go on.
Bell says, I have a whole totem pole on my leg of cats and big animals. When I went to Costa Rica, a jaguar slept on my doorstep. The place is life-changing.
No way. Wow, that's amazing. That's a great story. Costa Rica is my spirit animal country, says Bell. Jesse, what is your spirit animal? Is it a jaguar? If it's a jaguar, that will be fucked up.
They're amazing animals. Can beat a bear in a fight, apparently.
Shut up.
So I've heard.
Bray Denver says, what happens when you smack the rock's bottom? You hit rock bottom.
Hey.
I'm going to Costa Rica, says Chandler. Woohoo!
And Donna says that she lives not too far away from Nashville.
Donna doesn't live far away from Nashville.
But an hour's drive away.
Oh, mate, we'll come and meet you as well. As if, like it's a coincidence, Steve. At this point now, are you surprised? Bachelor lives half an hour away. The spaceman Toby lives half an hour away. Danny, sorry, I'll come back to Danny. Megan lives in Texas, where we're going to meet Joe Rogan. So does Lonnie. Where does Chandler live again? She's close by as well, isn't she? Everyone's within touching distance once I get to America. It's all very, very bizarre. Yes, Dan, but that's because people live in America. Yes, but specifically the locations is weird. Like the fact that I think like I'm going to Texas to go and meet Joe Rogan, and the fact that Megan and Lonnie both live in Texas, that's weird. Right, Colorado, Black Pegasus. Ian Taylor also lives there, or something, or nearby, or I can't remember the specifics.
Was it Vinny that lived near?
Yeah,
there?
Vinny lives near there. He's Boston, isn't it? I can't remember, but there's a connection, isn't there? We've been through it. Yeah, we've been through it. All the little connections. It's all very bizarre. JMK, where do you live, mate?
Donna says. She loves it. Definitely follow the signs. Is your passport up to date? Are you packed yet? What are you waiting on? Are you waiting for the airport to be named after you?
It's weird, isn't it? What are the odds? I've never heard of an airport with someone's name in it, first of all. And the airport I've got to go to is... The first word is my name. I've got delusions of grandeur with my ego right about now. The Hanging Popsicle lives in Eastbourne. Of course you do. Yeah. Eastbourne is 20 minutes from me, mate. Deborah says Colorado on Black Pegasus. Deborah lives in Colorado. Lonnie Bird! Thanks for the 5 gifted, mate. Donna Payton's got a gifted membership. Shaggy's show has got a membership. Distract Jen has got a membership. Lisa has got a membership. These are all the lurkers in the background. And Bellarisha. Bellarisha. Hello, lurkers. Come and say hello. You've now been outed. Say hello in the comments.
JMK is a Canadian, brother.
JMK's Canadian. Whereabouts, mate? Toronto, by any chance?
Another Canadian.
If it's Toronto, it'd be weird. It's a bit weird, isn't it, Steve? How do you explain that? Tell me how you explain it.
Where was Bell from?
Bell.
Which part of Canada?
Pass. Somewhere where there's
mooses,
bears, or something.
Deborah lives in Michigan.
In Michigan.
Don't know where that is.
Michigan is...
It's in America. But.
Where is Michigan? Michigan, let's have a look. Let's bring it up on the screen. Right, maps. Where's Michigan? Michigan is Toronto. There's no way. No, it's not. It's right next to Toronto. Lol. Isn't Toronto where Ren is right now?
Was it Calgary?
Is it Calgary? Oh, it might be Calgary.
I can't remember. Could be Toronto.
I think it is Calgary now you said it. Oh, that's right on the other side. Interesting.
Yes, he went to Vegas, didn't he?
Calgary to Vegas is miles. Anyway.
He went to Vegas.
Anyway. He did go to Vegas. Yeah, I saw him topless down the streets of Vegas.
Yeah. He went to Los Angeles as well.
Guys, in the comments, come on, talk to me. Talk about how crazy am I? Talk to me. What's going on? What do you think it is? Whiplash says Costa Rica, America. South America, yes, that's still America, mate. That is crazy. Boston says Whiplash.
Everyone's saying yes, Ren is in Calgary. Chandler said Wolf is near Toronto.
Ah, that's where it was. There we go. That's what I was thinking of. So Wolf's in Toronto, which is right next to Michigan. Brilliant. That makes sense.
Lonnie Bird said Vegas is fun.
Vegas is fun. I did 4 days in Vegas, and it was enough. It was enough.
We were going to go there, weren't we?
Well, I want to, mate. I really want to. Your birthday, isn't it?
Not going to happen.
You're turning the big 50. I'd love to go to Vegas, mate. I'd love to fucking go on your birthday. That'd be amazing. That would be amazing. Shall I ask a question if we go to Vegas on your birthday?
Yeah, go on then.
Hold on.
See what they say.
Yes. That was the answer. Shall I say, what shall I ask? We need specifics, don't we? When? The week before your birthday, apparently.
Okay, that could work.
How? Said Dad. I don't think that's going to be the case. Definitely can't do it twice.
Well, we could tie it in with next year.
You could, yeah. We'll do the rounds. On that note, I forgot to tell you another thing.
Bell, before you say anything,
go on.
Bell says you can come and stay with him, and you can go to Calgary together
on his acreage, and we can go to Calgary together. Bell, let's do it, mate. Let's do it, brother. Create some banging content at the same time. We could maybe it's the finale of the Road to Ren. We pick up Bell on the way, and then we go and we try and find him go find him personally in Calgary, like a proper stalker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, camp outside his hotel. The little tent.
Penny says, my inner voice is telling me you should change that bloody sign, Wheeler. Boobies! Calm down, Booberman. Calm down.
I'll change it next week when I'm there.
Right, well, we know that Donna, Bellarisha, Shaggy, Distract Jen, and Lisa are all watching. And they're all listening, but they're not saying hello in the comments. Now, what do we do about this information? You know what I mean?
I think they should all say hi.
I think they should at least say hi. Hi, Dan, in the comments after I've just shouted them out.
And where they're from as well.
Belle says, did I tell you I also have a fitness background and also went crazy once? We're basically the same. Oh, Jesse, I want to see photos, mate. I want to see photos. Let me Google your name. Hold on. What is your surname? Okay. I can't see any photos of you, mate. Jesse, send me photos, mate. Oh no, I found Jesse on LinkedIn.
Penny is going to send gifts to whoever changes the sign.
Right, I need to go and empty my bladder, so we're going to play 2 songs. Gang, we need more songs. We only have 2. Creed, My Sacrifice. Back in a sec. Holy shit. Holy shit. Look at you, Jesse, mate. Good for you, brother. Jesse, can I show this on the stream? Oh, I just clicked on something by mistake. Hold on. My bad. Oh, God, what am I doing?
Batch has come in.
Go on.
He says, do you want to speak to him today?
Yes, is Batch on Discord?
I said, yes, you do want to speak to him. And he said, no problem. Empty house today, so all good.
Good. I'll get you in a minute, Batch. Batch, can you send me a friend request on Discord? Oh, I've got it. Check your DMs on Discord, Batch. Oh, it's a banging song. Now we have 2 reactions to do, Stevie boy. Well, we don't have to do an official reaction for one of them, but I do for the other. So, actually, no, I don't know that neither of them are official reactions, I don't think. But Bell has just released his video reacting to mine.
Oh, yeah, we're going to have to react to that one, won't we?
All right, let's have a little watch, Bell.
Yes.
All right, let's do that bit. Let's do that bit. Hold on. You won't believe who's next. that was 1 too camp and 2 too sarcastic. Hold on.
That's where this came from. That's funny.
You won't believe who's next. That's that one. Was even.
Oh man.
Got camper somehow.
I got someone in mind.
Yeah, I don't know.
I got someone in mind. I can't remember their name. I got someone in mind specifically for this though.
Let's try a third time. You won't believe. I didn't emphasize the believe. Oh God, use one of them. I'm not doing this.
What's going on, my renegade friends? How we all live today?
Is it weird that I laugh at myself, Steve? Is that weird?
I think it is.
Okay.
What's going on, my renegade friends? How we all living today? We got Renception happening. I'm kicking off season 1, episode 3, following up after the baton has been handed to me from my friend Dan Wheeler, and I'm kind of learning.
Oh, we're friends. That's nice. Batch, mate, I'm just checking your thing. Hold on. How do we get Batchelor in this little chat, mate?
Oh, how did I come in?
I can't remember how I got you in here, to be honest.
Got Vinny in, didn't you?
Yeah, I don't know how. Batchelor, you got to click on the link that I sent you. I think that's all you got to do, brother. Oh, Vinny's still in here, apparently. Add members. Oh, no, here we go. Hold on. Batchelor, where's Batchelor? There it is. Done. All right, Batchelor, you should be in here now, mate. You should have access to the channel, which is called TDWS Producer. You should be able to get in here now, mate.
How we're doing this as we go along, so I'm going to nominate someone.
Go on, Steve.
Batch is in the house, I think.
Is he? Batchelor?
Oh.
Hello?
Hello.
Batchelor, mate, how are we?
There he is.
I'm doing good, dude. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good, man, good. Shall we just finish off the Bell video and then we'll catch up?
No problem.
Cool, man. Put yourself on mute and we'll be back in a sec.
Mm-hmm.
That's Batchelor, guys.
This video.
We got Batchelor in the house.
We'll see what we can do.
Back home, we've had a banging day. Thank you, Timmy. I'm being pestered by
Thank you, Timmy.
this guy called Doc, Disco Doc. Who
Yes, Jesse, yes.
Allegedly
What's up, Doc?
is not Ren. Allegedly. He wants me to react to... Oh, that's the wrong one. He wants me...
I'm telling y'all, Calgary is only 2 hours away. It's rainy. I'm probably going to be off for a couple of days. I'm about to drive up there and check every therapist office. Every therapist office out of like, whatever, something from the 1800s. Pick something. I'm gonna go find them all.
To react to this video, to start a Renception.
Renception.
Now the rules are here. Right, let's zoom in a bit. Let's read these rules. I will comment in the vid that this is the Renception and use the hashtags Renception. Oh God, he's demanding now.
Oh, okay. So he's gonna come. Disco Doc's gonna come in.
I've just realised the videos are going to get so long.
They are.
They are. They're going to get really long because Jesse's is now 7 minutes, which means the next person's going to be at least 7 minutes, but they've got to do their intro, their outro, and talk about it. So it's just going to get big. We're going to be at like a 5-hour video at some point.
It's going to be a big one.
Oh, that's what she said.
There we go.
Timeline's all in order because, okay, I get it. I get it.
Disco Diva Doc. I will agree secretly with another reactor that they will go next. Only this reactor may react. I will leave a subtle or not subtle clue in the video as to who is next. The baton has been handed on. Repeat the rules and hand the next video to the next reactor. Ad infinitum. What? Ad infinitum. All right then, Doc. Look how bored Jesse looks. Demoted to second place, but all fucking. Sorry, Jesse, mate. Exposure's good exposure, I suppose. Even though I started this fucking thing.
Inception is real. Inception is real. Inception is real.
Is this stuttering? What's going on?
Inception is real. Inception is real.
No, the timer works.
What's going on?
The timer works.
Inception is real. Inception is real. Inception.
Is that part of the video?
For sure. I'm glad. Honestly, I'm glad that he's the one sorting this out.
That's just part of the video. What? Steve?
What's that?
Oh God, your voice is in the original video as well.
I know.
I thought you were talking. Is that part of the video?
It's part of the video, yeah.
Sure.
I'm talking on there.
I'm glad that he's.
Was that you again?
That was me there.
Right, okay. Shush.
One sorting this out.
That's just part of the video. That's just fucking annoying, dog.
A couple of days ago, I dropped a reaction to Ren's latest song, Illest of Our Time. And you guys hit me up in the comment section. You were blowing me up saying that Ren...
I love Nox. I think he's fantastic. He's so natural on camera. He's so natural on camera.
Blow me up saying that Ren is live on Twitch, checking out that very reaction. So I thought, you know what? It'll be fun to watch this reaction with you guys. So this right here is me.
It is going to be fun, Nox. It is, mate. It would have been even more fun if I was fucking first. Not that I'm bitter about it, but whatever. Hey, Nox, I'm calling you out.
Might sound a little bitter, bud. Just a little bitter. Just saying.
Oh, buddy. You said you would come on the show in an interview, and I've heard nothing, mate. Nothing. Appreciate you, brother. It'd be great to hook up.
Reacting to...
Not hook up, you know what I mean. You know, do an interview and stuff.
Nox pretty. Nothing wrong with that.
But
he is pretty.
To watch this reaction with you guys. So this right here is me reacting to Ren, reacting to my reaction of his music.
So this is me reacting to Dan, reacting to Nox, reacting to Ren, reacting to Nox, reacting to Ren. Holy, okay.
Yeah, be me. It's mental, Jesse. Reacting to Nox, reacting to me. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying.
You with me still? Let's do it.
I'll leave it there because otherwise we're just getting a little bit too self-indulgent watching myself watch other people watch me watch.
Hi Renegades, Disco Doc here. We're going to play a game. Rules in the description.
I feel like I'm in a Saw movie. I feel like any minute the door's going to lock on my garage and I'm now going to have tasks to complete to save my life.
Rules in the description. You Dan know who is next, but that should be really obvious after this clue.
Clever.
That,
very clever.
Yeah.
This should be Dan obvious.
You Dan know who is next, obvious. But that should be really obvious after this clue.
Dan Wheelie? Do you reckon he's talking about me?
No.
I'm being called Wheelie Babe. I feel like it's school all over again.
No. Oh no.
No.
I'm being called Wheelie Babe. I feel like it's school all over again. Being bullied, babe.
Oh.
Thank you, but they couldn't say my name. That's a subtle clue, isn't it?
Can we call you Wheelie?
You cannot call me Wheelie, no, really.
I can.
It's almost like I should change my surname, really.
Hey, man, with all the conspiracy going around, might be worth it.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, babe. Drive safe. I love you.
Change it to.
Right, let's carry on.
You Dan know who is next, but that should be really obvious after this clue. Bye for now.
Inception is real. Inception is real. Inception is real. We're about to see how deep we can dive into it.
Oh, that's what she said. There you go, Doc. There's my reaction, brother.
All right, man. Dan's got some energy. And I don't know how he upkeeps that, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Drugs, mate.
So I got to think of someone to hand it off to. I'm trying to think of, who's that singer? Who's that singer that has the reaction channel? Fabulous gospel voice. He's got a talking channel where he just talks about like modern news and like upcoming clips. He's got a great personality. I'm trying to remember his name. Can't remember it for the life of me, but I'll pass the baton off to them. I thought this was actually a lot of fun. I love that.
Oh, Jesse, mate, it's not good that you can't remember the next person's name. that's not a good start, mate. You got to leave the clue in the video, Jess.
I think it's hilarious that the Disco Doc videos, like say Hi Ren, like most reactors, I even think mine was like 20 plus minutes, half an hour, some of them 45 minutes. His was like 4 minutes. And I think it's hilarious. I'm going to try to squeeze this one up to be real quick and keep this reaction train kind of flowing. And I appreciate this. I've got Disco Doc's account in the bottom as well. I've got Dan Wheeler's. I got Wheelie's channel in the description box as well.
You cheeky fuck.
Friends, we'll see you on the next one.
Well done, Jess, mate. That's great. That's awesome. Who's the next person then, Jess? I need the clue, Jess.
Penny and Lonnie said that's the clue, Dan.
What is the clue?
He's gave the clue.
Hold on, let's go back.
He's got a great personality. I'm trying to remember his name. Can't remember it for the life. Has the reaction channel. Fabulous gospel voice.
Fabulous gospel voice.
He's got a talking channel where he
a talking channel. So a faceless channel.
Just talks about like modern news and like upcoming clips. He's got a great personality. I'm trying to remember his name. Can't remember it for the life of me, but I'll pass the baton off to them. I thought
them. Who do you think it is, Riley? Riley?
I think John's given the answer.
And what's the channel is called literally That Singer Reacts.
Dom is a boss.
The channel is called literally That Singer Reacts.
Lonnie Bird says that singer reacts in capital letters. John says, "Oh, geez."
That singer reacts.
Donna says,
this
that
guy.
singer is the clue.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, this guy's big time. This guy's one of the big OGs.
Penny says, "Oh my God, this is killing me. It's the singer that reacts, or that singer reacts." They all get it.
Now, interesting. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I will say that. Bill, mate, can I get your feedback on this one? I'll have a look at your channel as well and see. But I get videos where I can launch a video and it will get 1,000 views in the first day, right? Which is good for the channel, right? The Rick interview got 1,000 views, 998 views in 24 hours, right? The best performing video we've had. Vic's on tomorrow, by the way, okay? And but I put a video up last night, the Ian Taylor one. I don't even think it's at 100 views, right? So some videos go crazy, some videos don't. That's obvious. That's the algorithm, that's the content, that's what people want to hear, blah, blah, blah. But it seems like even once you get to 180,000 subs, he's got a couple of videos here that are just fallen flat. Just fallen flat. Like 16 hours ago, 120 views, but 17 hours ago, 1.3 thousand. And it's so bizarre how it's so hit and miss. Like you can put out a video to your audience, because I don't know if you know how the YouTube algorithm works, Riley, and I don't really know exactly how it works. But I'm aware of this part of it. It's you when you upload a video, the algorithm shows that video to a select core group of your subscribers, the most engaged with your channel, right? So those who are most engaged, they see the video first. And it might be, for example, for argument's sake, it might be 100 people, right?
Yeah.
Out of those 100 people, if only 50 of them watch it, then YouTube know that that video, in terms of possible engagement, is unlikely to do well, because only 50% of the audience who really reacted. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I don't know what the numbers are, but the model is like that. And if all 100 of them really watch the video and watch it all the way through, then it'll be shown to the next 1,000. And out of that 1,000, if that responds well, that will be shown to the next 10,000, and then the next 100, and it builds up that way. That's how a video goes viral, is when almost all your audience watch it. It's an indicator to YouTube that other people might like it as well. So the name of the game is to create content that really sparks your current audience's engagement. And that's the tricky thing, because the audience comes in from so many different angles, from so many different content pieces. I've had people follow me from Ren. I've had people follow me from Ricky Gervais. I've had people follow me from Joe Rogan. I've had people follow me from the Filipino dude. You know, you do these videos and you get your audience from lots of different types of content. But then when you put out a video, that's shown to all of those types of people, and it's very hit and miss sometimes. It seems like it's very some videos get traction, some videos don't, and it's a very difficult game. Like this one, 6 days ago, 634 views, whereas the Ren one got 12,000 views 5 days ago. So the singer reacts. His audience fucking love Ren and they fucking hate Ed Sheeran, which is bizarre because they're very similar artists. They're both one-man bands. They're both singers, songwriters, rappers, musicians. Do you know what I mean? If you were to compare the CVs of Ed Sheeran and Ren, they'd be almost like for like. Their characters are completely different. Personalities are completely different. Their looks are very different. But in terms of their attributes as a artist, they're very, very similar. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
So it is hard. I find that Ren gets the most traction on my channel, but that doesn't explain Vic. With respect, Vic is relatively unknown, relatively new to the rapping scene. He's only got a few songs, and therefore it's unusual for my channel to get such a big reaction like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think that was the Ren effect, though, isn't it?
Potentially, but the song wasn't until right at the end, and it wasn't a big part of the title. It wasn't a big part of the image. Ren didn't even feature on any of it.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? I don't know. It's weird. Let's have a look at Bells.
Yeah.
Check Bells out. Bell development. As if Bella's the same problem. Bell, you got some good numbers, brother. Good for you, dude. Yeah, look, same problem. So 3 days ago, 4,000 views. 4 days ago, 285 views. It's very hit and miss, isn't it? It's hard to know.
Mm.
It's hard to know. Look, on Bell's page, V Rainy Days, almost 3,000 views in 6 days. Good video. And then the video before it, Buckethead Whitewash. I've never heard of either of those artists, but yet the Whitewash one just didn't get the traction, whereas the Rainy Days ones did. Thumbnails were almost identical. Titles were almost identical. There's nothing to distinguish between these two videos of why one should perform better than the other if it's not this specific content. So I find it very interesting. Very interesting. Like if I was to analyse my own channel, which I do every day anyway, right, let's go through this. So 19 hours ago, yeah, look, so bizarre. 19 hours ago, I put the Doc one up there. This one's got a bit of social buzz, so that would explain that. But then the Black Pegasus one just didn't get traction, which is weird because it features Oliver, the guy who's going viral at the moment. But yet, the 24,000 subs that we've got weren't interested in that video for whatever reason. They weren't interested in the Ian Taylor stuff, which is, again, bizarre because in terms of content, the intro to that Ian Taylor video I thought was quite engaging. Let's Ian Taylor, what the fuck are you doing? You stole £10 from me, Ian. I want it back. You know, it's a very loud, it's a very energetic intro. A lot of people like that shit, but not on this channel apparently. The Ren stuff's done okay. Again, the last few videos have fallen a bit flat. I'm just not hitting the chord on a few of these videos. This one's interesting. 2 people who are waiting for it. The Wolf and Flackers one that comes out tonight. I think that one will do quite well. Trey's videos didn't do great, which was, again, I thought that was a fucking fantastic interview. So it's so bizarre. And then you get down the videos, and then I get traction with the interview. 4,000 views for this channel. It's very good. 1,800 views. A couple of 500s. 1,000. 5,000, 1,000. So you go back a month and I hit a chord. So the Ren stuff is clearly a chord, but this Ren stuff was, but this Ren stuff isn't. So again, so it's so difficult to kind of try and judge and gauge what the chord should be. The space stuff fell flat on its face. No one was interested in that.
No.
Which was really go on.
Jack says, but if you put out more than one video a day, the audience cannot be expected to watch them all. There's only so many hours in a day.
Oh, of course. Yeah, no, that makes sense. So the question is, the volume approach doesn't work. I learned that. We used to put out 5 videos a day. And that's because I saw Pearl. You know Pearl? Remember Pearl?
Yes. Yes, you showed me Pearl, yeah.
Yeah, Pearl has got million subs, and she posts like 20 videos a day. They're 5 to 10 minutes long, but she pumps out content, mate. It's not all great. It's hit and miss. Very, you know, she's gone for the volume model, not the quality over content model. But the it's bizarre how you can have 25,000 subs, but yet only 50 people see the video.
It does seem strange.
It does seem strange. In my opinion, a network should be, if a video is sent out, it should go to everybody who subbed to you.
Exactly. That's the logical thing.
That should be the thing. Yeah, if you've got 25,000 subs, that video will get 25,000 views straight away, likely, right? Everybody gets access to it. Everyone is told about it. And then you can then assess the situation based on 25,000 people's interest. If 25,000 people, only 10,000 watch it, it's not a great video. And therefore, it should be determined that way. But at the moment, 25,000 subs, and it's going out to 100 people, and then those 100 are like, it's not that great, and therefore nobody sees it. That just seems it seems like such a small sample size to assess a video's performance. I don't think the algorithms are working that great at the moment.
No, well, it's YouTube, isn't it?
Because then with the argument of a content creator posting too many videos to annoy the user, well, then that's okay. They're not interested. They're still not the right user for the channel. Does that make sense? Like, yeah. Like if somebody's posting 5 videos a day and you don't want 5 videos a day, you unfollow. It's nice and simple. It's so I'm learning lots. Let's put it that way. I'm learning lots. It's 2 years now, and still learn. It's not that I haven't worked it out, because I have worked it out. It's just that the mechanisms in which it works, I don't have really much control in, because I've got to create a bit of content that the first 100 or whatever the number is, the first catchment of people who are most engaged will watch, and they'll really love it. And then I've got to grab the attention of the next group of people, and then the next group of people, and then the next. And only once you've gone up these levels do you then get sent up. I suppose it's evolution, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Bachelor says knock knock.
Who's there?
Bachelor.
Oh yeah, he's here, isn't he? Sorry. Oh God. Batch, are you there, mate? Batch? Bachelor.
Hello.
Hello, mate. Sorry.
There he is.
I went down
again.
I went down a hole, mate. I'm sorry. How are you, brother?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good,
How
man.
are you guys?
Yeah, I'm doing good, mate. It's really good to hear your
really
voice.
good.
It's really good to hear your voice. So remind me, mate, you're Red Hill, Reading Way?
No, Watford.
Watford, that was it. North London. There we go. I remember. Just need a few bits of pieces of the puzzle, and then I get the memory back. So, mate, what do you make of the information this morning? What do you make of the what I said?
Well, going off of what you mentioned regarding the trees, it just seems that your roots are finally connecting, and it's all sort of like leading you to where you are supposed to be going. So I would say go along for the ride.
Just go with the
see
flow.
what you can. Yeah.
Just keep going with the flow. Do you find it? Does it concern you that I might be having a psychotic break?
No.
No. What gives you the impression that I'm not having a psychotic break?
If it was a psychotic break, you wouldn't be aware of it. So it would be a case of it would just gradually creep up on you. It wouldn't just be all of this, and you wouldn't be sharing it and having like conversations that hundreds of other people have literally said to you, no, that's not a psychotic break. You know, you've read the information that Google have provided, tick some of the boxes, but then, as I said, that could mean exactly the same as me having a psychotic break, because I tick all them boxes as well.
Yeah.
And, yeah, definitely not insane. So
I don't feel insane, that's the thing, but I'm still aware that I should keep a cynical mind and question it. I don't know what I feel less like that now than I did yesterday. Today, questioning things is always going to be something that all of us do, because it comes down to survival instinct and acceptance. So it's sort of more along the lines of the more you go against it and, in your words, resist, the harder it will be for certain things to connect. But since you've kind of like let the wave carry you, a lot more pathways have been opened up. Indeed. Yeah. What do you make of me having the conversation with the whatever it is?
That's probably one of your guides.
Do you think it's my higher self? Do you think it's me I'm communicating to, or a guide?
Well, your higher self is a guide in a way. It's your guide. That's your
interesting.
connection to whichever. Obviously, if you go down the religious aspect, then your connection to God. If you go down the pagan aspect, then any of the gods, goddesses that are around that take an interest in you, because that's normally how it works. There's something that they see that they're drawn to, and then they're like, okay, what can you offer them? And then they'll be like, okay, we'll stick around and listen. But it's never sort of like, okay, well, I'm doing this to get stuff out of it, because they get bored. They don't want to stick around for that. It's sort of like they want you to work for yourself, but at the same time, maybe sort of like, you know, if you want to pray, things like that. But as I said in the chat, I don't know if you read it yesterday.
Go on.
Because you have fear, that is your connection to clairvoyance and mediumship. That is possibly another gateway, but again, just because you have that knowledge, that gift, that doesn't necessarily mean that you are a medium. It just means that you have access to that side of things.
Interesting.
So
now,
I still think, rather than a teacher, or because we all know you was a coach.
Your joke was
I would change that round. I think so. I think we've heard that before. Don't know. It might be new information for everyone on the channel.
All right, Bachelor, let's carry on.
But I think, obviously, with that side of things, I would turn that and say an educator would be your title, if you will.
Yes, interesting. Teacher. Yeah, educator. I quite like that.
Because it's not like you're like just regurgitating information from a book. You're swapping it around, you're putting your own spin on it, you're putting your understanding, your energy, and then you're making it a lot more accessible for people that you're talking to. Like how you explained to Grace in regards to the business transactions, how the gateways work, things like that. And she came back to you and said, you know, that was the best lesson I've ever had, because it was an easier enough broken down subject matter, rather than just being, there's a book, go and read it.
And if you're building a simulation for your children to learn lessons before you go back home, so to speak, you would put roles in place to spread knowledge, wouldn't you? That would be an integral, just like you have healers, you have educators, you have protectors, you have judges, etc. These are all pivotal roles in the advancement of a civilization in terms of the progressing of the spirit to learn more lessons. In order to come down here, there has to be a structure in place that already works, and that structure appears to be certain roles that, once they find what they're meant to do, seem to excel and go on to teach the other souls, so to speak. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, that is because everyone's purpose, soul, reasoning, intent, it has specific energies that will connect them to whatever their calling is. So obviously when you have healers that are meant to be healers, they do a lot better in that role. They're a lot more compassionate, they're a lot more knowledgeable, they're a lot more successful in regards to how they treat their patients and things like that. Obviously teachers, to an extent, they have to learn book learning and things like that, but when you have educators, they are the ones that will take that book. They'll say, okay, we can use this book as a guideline, but we're not going to copy and paste it. We are going to go outside of the book and learn for ourselves on how we can better ourselves in this way, that way, and the other. Protectors, obviously, depending on where you fall on that, because obviously we have the police force and the army and all that. I mean, again, hit and miss with that side of things, but it's needed, unfortunately. We are a warlike species, unfortunately. Not part of the programming. That was, that's a glitch.
Do you think?
To be honest.
Do you think? I think it is part of the programming, isn't it? The programming of yin yang. That's obviously the universal balance. The universal code is yin yang. I'm convinced of that. There is good forces, bad forces.
It would serve a purpose for when we were sort of like starting out as a species. It would have been very much a case of, okay, you need people that can fight, you need people that can look after those that are weak, i.e. children or elderly people. But as it's become more progressive, I think we should be concentrating on education, on either scientific improvements, going back to homeostasis, going back to looking after the planet, going back to remembering all of the old ways that people used beforehand, when there was a lot less technological advancements. Because there's a lot of stuff that people have forgotten that we can use from the planet that we don't pay for, or we shouldn't pay for, and they're just being sort of like dug up, built over, and then, oh look, this is technology, this is advancement, when it's a case of we forget where we came from.
But there are as many advantages to technology as disadvantages, right? Because you're right, like on the one hand, you've got technology killing millions because the social media addiction, media influence, blah blah blah. But technology also saves people's lives. There seems to be this balance. It doesn't matter what we create. Fire, another example. We discovered fire. Loads of pros and cons to that, but you can also kill people. You can also burn down houses. You can also combust an engine, and you can create electricity. And electricity, great invention. You can also kill people, but you can also give light. There seems to be, everything seems to have this pro-cons list that seems to be equal. So I'm just wondering, everything that we seem to be negative, that we seem to be, oh God, I wouldn't do it that way, or why have we got to pay for this, blah, blah, blah. It seems to be a direct result of, millennia evolving and the yin yang is in everything. It's just positive, negative everywhere. It's just whether you have the ability to search out which one you want to find, positive or the negative.
Exactly. I mean, my personal thought is that everything's about balance.
Agreed.
In nature, everything happens for a reason. Everything's connected. Everything relies on everything else. We're supposed to be part of that natural order, yet we kind of jump the queue because of technology, but we're still not catching up with it. We're still kind of like left behind because we're starting to open doors where we're like, okay, we're going to go and explore this, we're going to go and explore that. And it's sort of, why are we doing that when you've still got all of these other questions that we haven't answered? And then it's sort of like, oh, we'll put a pin in that, we'll come back to that. And then it's like, oh, let's go and travel over here, or let's go up to here and have a look around here. And it's like, but you've got all this stuff you could have found answers for that could have helped out a lot more people earlier. And then it also might have prevented a lot of damage to the planet, possibly.
What's your mission?
I'm the same as you in terms of I'm an educator.
Nice.
I've been doing this for, well, I'll say I've been doing this for 42 years on this in this journey on my life cycle.
That's a nice way to put it. You still there?
I just help everyone. I like to help people, talk to them, connect with them, get them to understand what they can do for themselves rather than relying on others. Medication, depending on what conditions they are faced with. It's all about the ups and downs, the good and the bad. Natural medicines and things like that, I would probably advocate a lot more for lesser problematic illnesses. So it's kind of like I'm very much if it can be fixed without a pill, then fix it without a pill.
I couldn't agree more.
If the pill is needed, make sure you do as much research into it as possible.
Make sure it's
don't
the right
just go
pill.
in blindly and have the doctor go, "There's your tablets, off you go."
Yeah.
Because you could get addicted to them, and then you face a whole lot more problems. And
yeah, preach. Mate, the other thing that I forgot to mention this morning is I asked another question. The other question, while I was going through the America question and blah, 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 I said, I asked about money. I said, when will the money turn up? Because we're fucking broke at the moment. It could do with some money. And then the answer I got immediately was, you don't need money at the minute. And I said, why don't I need money at the minute? It said, it will all become clear. And said, when is the money turning up? And it said, very soon. That's a bit weird as well, right? It's weird that I'm getting these immediate responses. Have you had any
if none of us needed money? That's my honest opinion. If we didn't need money, that would make everything a lot better.
A utopian existence. What happens to people's drive and ambition when money is no longer needed?
They put it into other things, so more sort of like farming, more agriculture, more research, more science. They don't have to have funding because money's not needed, so we can make beneficial deals to everybody that produces things, because you're producing it without having to worry about being on a restricted scale. As long as no one sort of like takes more than what they need, which is again going back to the whole balance.
Yeah, the greed. Yeah.
I mean, if you like when you showed that video of all the hemp blocks.
Yes.
If people was to use alternative materials, we would probably get a lot more done. There would be a lot more things being created that were, if we had to have money still, that were a lot more affordable. People would be making a lot of money, they would be able to profit from it, but it wouldn't be the case of corporate greed and, oh, I'm doing this because I want to be filthy rich. It would be a case of, okay, this money's helping, I can put that out onto other projects that can benefit people as well. So,
mate, I appreciate your time. I appreciate your energy. Oh, I've got some snacks being brought to me. Thanks, baby. Oh, I have some oranges and some apples. Thanks, babes. Batch, mate, will you come back? Can we do a regular spiritual segment with you as the leading guest?
No, I don't mind. That's absolutely fine.
That sounds fantastic to me. Gang, show the love to Batcher in the chat, mate. We're going to move on now, brother, but I appreciate you, mate. And we'll hook up another time and we'll have more chats.
No problems. Thanks for having me on the show.
Take care, brother. It was good to connect.
Speak to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Gang, Bachelor is now a feature in the... We got Vin, we got Batch, we got Rolly. Rolly, who else are we getting involved? We got Megs involved. Megs came on the Discord once, didn't she? Briefly. Rolly? This motherfucker. Right, let's listen to Belle's mate, Tommy Graves, Apollo.
Once more, tell them not stuck, same old bullshit. Got me putting up with, tell me who you fuck with, kill my reputation.
This is great.
Upset, screaming from the basement, jumping up the pavement, screaming from the front row. Tell me if I make it, tell me if you follow. I've been getting upset, feel a little nauseous now. I need space, Apollo. Tell me why and who you follow. Need to bother someone else if you think that's a pill to swallow. Please don't talk or what you call it. I'm not. Once more for the kids in the back, 2 drinks throwing up with his head in his lap. Sit back from the brink, where his friends, where they at now? Fuck your friends, meet new ones. Tied up in the loose ends, pick your poison, pick the illusion, pick like anything you like, but please don't let them call you stupid. I might fuck around.
This is fucking brilliant. What a fire song this is. It's got a great beat to it.
Trying to find out, I'm a dumb little kid till I'm not, don't shout. Just talk to me, got a cab we can catch if you're offering, it mean a lot to me. Once more, tell I'm not stuck, same old bullshit. Got me putting up with, tell me who you fuck with, kill my reputation. I've been getting upset, screaming from the basement, jumping out the pavement, screaming from the front row. Tell me if I make it, tell me if you follow. I've been getting upset, feel a little nauseous now. I need space, Apollo. Tell me why and who you follow. Need to bother someone else if you think that's a pill to swallow. Please don't talk or what you call it. I'm not much for the kind of vices I need. Not enough for my cigarettes and my weed. I'm the type, could you psilocybin my tea? I'm the type, could you psilocybin my tea?
That was brilliant.
Much for the kind of vices I need. Not enough for my cigarettes and my weed. I'm the type, could you psilocybin my tea? Much for the kind of vices I need. Not enough for my cigarettes and my weed. I'm the type, could you psilocybin my tea? Once more, tell I'm not stuck, same old bullshit. Got me putting up with, tell me who you fuck with, kill my reputation. I've been getting upset, screaming from the basement, jumping out the pavement, screaming from the front row. Tell me if I make it, tell me if you follow. I've been getting upset, feel a little nauseous now. I need space, Apollo.
So that Donna, I really liked that song. Well done, Belle. That's brilliant. Should we have a listen to his other songs? 270 subs. Is that it? Dude's great. So it's 10 months ago he did that song. Let's listen to the first one then.
But Roger, you just didn't give up your job on the paper for no reason at all.
Oh, darling, this trip's an inspiration.
So like every other time I come around, they talk about the way they think that what I'm doing's kinda great, but not that realistic. Good for you for chasing after those ambitions. What about a backup plan? Have you gave thoughts to what you're doing? If this doesn't pan out the way it's meant to be, possibly a new degree, I could always see you teaching history. Appreciate the insight, but it's not for me. I could never be anything you ever want to see. I'm good to be exactly where I'm at.
This guy's great.
Like exactly where I'm at is trying to put direction all up on this map and trying to find a way way to make some money. Hold up on these raps, but honestly, that's not my focus, so it never holds me back. Yeah, it never holds me back. I love the compositions, yeah, they keep me running back. So I could run 100 miles and still I'd never leave the track. Like I'm just fine to do my own and chill exactly where I'm at.
This is a vibe.
Whoever thought I'd be the one who's talking shit about the focus, losing tracks of all the trips and overdoses. I still think I do the most, I still think I'm unimpressed. I still like the way you act, like you're so different than the rest. Like yeah,
look at the Poochie.
I'm sure your words mean more than mine. Like I'm the one who's full of shit, like oh my god, you waste my time.
Wolf.
Never mind, that should cost me peace of mind. Now you ask for my opinion, damn you want a piece of mine. Like oh my god, could I maybe catch a break? I'm over underachievers, soul stealers, dead ends, and mouth breathers. See, I'm an angel, you're a devil draped in coke.
How we doing, Glocky?
Wasting all your time to bump a track about some dope dealers. Smarten up, it's 2020, hope you see clearer. I see myself the same as authors mixed with deep mirrors. And I don't see past the lack of people doing right. Blinded by the way I think my ego is so out of sight.
This guy's great. I really, really, really like this. I don't know for now. That's the next track.
It's kinda crazy, I'm hazy and I'm indulgent and pacing of what I'm wanting. I'm sinking, not baby sticking your tongue out without a thought. If I'm strung out, then there's a pill that can fix it. And maybe crushing, ibuprofen just to prove I can take it. And I want countless on countless, they want liquor to drown it. Tell them do as you wish, but don't feed your coins to the fountain. Like feeding stone to a mountain, like taking cash from accounts. And say the same as getting loud, then putting money where mouth is. Fuck it, $100 bill and cut it in half. That I can't afford, I'ma sleep in the cab. I don't smoke at all, but I'm taking a drag. Banging on the door, keys under the mat. And it's crazy, I appreciate the mattresses. I'm slept on like the backseats of Honda Civs. My knees weak, don't sprint when I tried to run. A misfit, I'm prepared for none. 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 Misfit, I'm who tryna tell me they love me the way I'm sharing demeanors. I've been tryna play it cool since I've been yelled at by teachers. And I've been scuffing my sneakers, don't give a fuck about the object. Like I just try to get them dirty since they came out the box. And they after profit on profit, I just listen to prophets. I'm just busy speaking tongues until my jaw gets to locking. And now I'm searching for causes and turn my thoughts into nonsense. And only tripping through the summer, psilocybin is thoughtless. Fuck it, $100 bill and cut it in half. I could give a fuck if I'm getting it back.
This guy's fucking brilliant. How has he not got? I don't understand.
I pay attention till I feel like I might pass out. Compliments for every time I'm losing track now. Drink Moscato for the taste, but now the bottle's empty. I could be Picasso if I didn't suck at painting. I guess what I'm saying, like how it truly is. People fall in love with life, it makes a movie in. I don't mind enough to call it, but when we begin, please don't try to act like you were on, we're getting settled in. Forget my temperament, we're barely getting started. Went from just a seed into a flower, then a garden. People love to say they felt the same, but now I'm guarded. Cause the ones I keep around are antisocial at the party, that's the way it is. Moths into the flame, fakes into the money, then it's girls into the same. And I think if chance arose, I mean you probably do the same. So don't question my intentions when it's clear the way you play, right? Sometimes it's water over whiskey, wine instead of bad intentions. Lately I've been thirsty, I'm not here at all. Another page and I could help us all. Room enough for lovers, broken bones and numbers I can't call.
Boobies!
Ain't enough to help me try to second guess it. Tried a couple times, but I don't think it's worth a mention out of alcohol. Making any sense at all. Money to the sky, my eyes are open, I just watch it fall. Guess I'm waiting for it, something like a miracle. Crazy kind of latency, blowing off a funeral, I'm pissed off. I won't leave here empty-handed, I'm just hanging by the basement. Keep my palms against the granite, no, I'm down to earth.
If I'm great, don't let the ego out. I hear less from other people when they run their mouths. But I don't care, the sun is shining, okay, maybe not. Thinking from another plane, vision mimics astronaut. And do she love me? Maybe not. Pulling petals from a flower till my garden vanished, maybe not. Either way, self-contained, stuck inside to dodge the rain. Chasing after something, pretty sure the end is all in vain. If I miss it, who's to blame? I'm a bird inside a cage who probably doesn't even know his name. Time is short, my vision's blurry, I can't stand to sleep. Stay awake and ripping out the pages, burning magazines, it's all the same. And now it's whiskey over water. Life can be a bitch, I think I wanna meet her daughter. Break my heart, I guess. Burning through my cigarettes, holes in all my clothes, it's hypothetical, I need my rest.
I love this guy's music.
Ain't enough to...
It's really, really good.
This is what it would sound like if I had 16 bars on Juice by Chance the Rapper.
Abstract addict, back with a bag of magic, and it's strange enough that I crave dramatic, and my soul is spastic, but I act so real, I'm afraid of plastic, like, oh my god, man, I'm sorry, I don't really know what I've been thinking, guess I'm stuck on the over drinking and the underdosing, and I'm so cool I might take up smoking, I'ma chase the thrill, spit propane while I watch Hank kill and I'm over mine, wasting clocks just to kill the time, and I'm tasting vines while you give me hell, shit, this is real, I don't really know what I'm supposed to feel, but I got a girl and it's going well, and if time will tell, I got mass appeal, and that's cool, right? Who's this kid with a broken pistol? Mispronounced on me, shaking fistful. You second guess it, I never mentioned, but I crave the truth more than adolescent chasing bad decisions. Maker's Mark leads to only blessings. I've been around and I love the town and I love the fam, and I listen jazz, now I need the juice.
Nice. Nice.
Thanks for watching, guys. Juice is actually one of my favorite Chance songs, so this was a lot of fun to do. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and comment what you want to see next, and subscribe if you haven't already to see more stuff like this.
Great beard. Great beard. Next up, Sleep Token. Bloodsport. Bloodsport. Gang, we need more songs. 3 songs today, guys.
Wanna roll the numbers, wanna feel my stars align again, even if the earth breaks like burnt skin and the heavens just won't open up for me. Would you invite me in again? Won't you pay for your arrogance? Won't you show me your weakness? I'm made loving you a blood sport. I'm made loving you a blood sport. I'm made loving you a blood sport. I can't win. I'm made loving you a blood sport. I'm made loving you a blood sport. I'm made loving you a blood sport. I can't win. So let's play. And somewhere the atoms stopped fusing. I'm still your favorite regret. You're still my weapon of choosing. And out there, stuck in a quantum pattern, tangled with what I never said. You say it doesn't matter. I wanna be forgiven. I wanna choke up chunks of my own sins, even if the sky cracks in morning and the heavens just won't open up for me. Would you invite me in again? Let me pay for my arrogance. Won't you show me your weakness? I'm made loving you a blood sport. I'm made loving you a blood sport. I'm made loving you a blood sport. I can't win.
Steve, where's this photo that Steph has sent? Ready? This motherfucker.
I make loving you a blood sport. I make loving you a blood sport. I make loving you a blood sport. I can win somewhere.
Steph, where's this photo on Discord, mate? Can you DM it to me on Discord, please?
Somewhere the atoms stopped fusing. I'm still your favorite regret.
Hit that like button, Donna!
Still my weapon of choosing. And out there, stuck in a quantum pattern, tangled with what I never said.
This guy's got a great voice.
You say it doesn't matter.
Nice piano as well. Riley, you there? This motherfucker. He's having a shit or something. Right, gang. We are now going to react to this video. So, let's do some proper work for a second. I feel like I need another song before we do this. Let's do one more song. Let's do a bit of Ren. What Ren song? I know what song. I know what song I want. I want this song. I want this one.
I don't wanna hear no words
Thanks, Megs. $5 dono. Deftones Change. We're on it, mate.
today, because they pull me under. In the castle of my room, I'll hide away from the outside thunder. Gonna lock my troubles outside of this door, cause today it's just me and these four walls.
Let's go, gang.
I said I wanna run away, fly to another place, fly to another place. Hey-oh. Said I wanna run away, fly to another place, fly to another place. The light that I hold, it turns to gray, and that makes me wonder, will I always feel this way? So far under, but I put my soul on show for everyone to see, cause even though it's bruised, I know it holds such beauty. I said I wanna run away, fly to another place, fly to another place. Hey, oh. I said I wanna run away, fly to another place, fly to another place. Nobody here but
The fan's drying my eyes out.
but that makes me stronger, cause I wash away the pain under sheets of feather. Gonna lock my troubles outside of this door, cause today it's just me and these four walls. I said I wanna run away, fly to another place, fly to another place. Hey, oh. I said I wanna run away, fly to another place, fly to another place. Hey, oh. I said I wanna run away, fly to another place, fly to another place. Hey, oh. I said I wanna run away, fly to another place, fly to another place. I crave relief in solitude. I search for peace, but pain pursues. Please something, just free me, give me some truth. My head is a prison, I need to move.
Sing along, everyone at home.
I said I wanna
run away, fly to another place, fly to another place. Hey-oh.
I said I wanna fly to another place, fly to another place. I said I wanna run away, fly to another place, fly to another place. Oh. I said I wanna run away, fly to another place, fly to another place. I said I wanna run, I said I wanna run, I said I wanna run. Oh. I said I wanna run, I said I wanna run, I said I wanna run. Oh. I said I wanna run away, fly to another place, fly to another place. Oh. I said I wanna run away, fly to another place, fly to another place.
Oh, that was timely. Right, Deftones. Thanks, Megs. Don't think I've heard this. Donna, have you heard about our memberships yet? You're the only one not in green, mate. Can we convert you to a member? Steph, this is brilliant. Gang, look in your screens. Steph's tree's got boobies. Boobies! I feel like I'm 12. Fantastic. Oh, and then we've got the spoiler one. The one with the actual boobies on it. Nice, Donna. Boobies. Titty tree. How we doing, Dave, mate? Oh, sorry, Megs. Sorry, mate. Boobies were more important. Even fake boobies. Even non-boobies. Rolly?
Hello?
Oh, that's nice of you to turn up. It's nice of you to turn up. Jesus. How are you? You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Good, mate. It was good. The Bachelor came on, wasn't it?
What did I miss?
Oh, you
Batch
missed.
was good,
You
yeah.
missed loads, mate. You missed loads. You missed loads. How was lunch?
I haven't had lunch.
Have you not had lunch yet? What you eat? What were you?
No.
You were eating something earlier. Hello. Hello. I said you were eating something earlier, weren't you? Hello.
Hello? You keep breaking up. What are you doing?
It's not me. It's you. I said you had something to eat earlier, didn't you?
I had breakfast this morning.
No, on the stream. I thought I heard you chewing something.
No, I wasn't chewing anything.
Oh, okay. My bad. Fair enough. Now, Steve, I've got a very good video to react to.
Oh, okay. What
Right.
What is it?
I'm just about to tell you. I'm going to do an intro and then we'll get it on the screen.
Okay.
Welcome back to the Dan Wheeler Show. Hope you're having a banger of a day. Thank you, Timmy. Human population through time updated. This is a fantastic video about how crazy the increase in human population has been over the last 200 years. You'll understand. Check this out. Right. You get the idea there, Rolly?
I do.
Right. This is going to blow your mind, mate. This is going to blow your mind. It blew my mind. There's no talking over it. In fact, I'll turn the volume down a bit so that we can narrate it, so to speak. It's just nice music. Can you hear the music?
No.
No? Okay, fine. But what you can see on screen now is it's basically a graph, a chart, if you like, of the human population. Modern humans evolved in Africa about 300,000 years ago. And around 100,000 years ago, we began migrating across the globe. So the human population was, around 1 million. 1 million people across the whole world. Okay?
That's not many, is it?
No, and this is about between 100,000 BC, I think. Our population remained low, probably less than 1 million. With the advent of farming, growth picked up. By 1 AD, world population had reached approximately 170 million people.
Wow.
So just before Christ died, because AD means after death, doesn't it? After he died.
Yes.
Yeah, so around that time we got farming. Just before that time we've discovered farming, just before 10,000 BC. And then since farming, we went from 1 million to 170 million. Okay? In 10,000 years.
Wow.
So this is
massive jump.
Yeah. So this is now a graph that you now see from 1 AD. So just after Jesus died, ish. Year 1. Obviously 2023 now, so this is from year 1. There were 172 million, 173 million, 174 by the year 100. The Roman Empire had just started around 150 AD, and we're still around 180 million people, so we're not picking up that much at all. Every 100 years we're gaining about 10 million. So we're about 250 AD now, we're hitting about 181 million people. We're dotted all over the place, Europe, Northern Africa, India, China. That's where we're kind of dotted along the equator-ish. And then by 400 AD, the golden age of India, we hit about 178 million people. So again, we're still hovering around that 170, 180 bracket. It seems to be going up and down a little bit. We haven't gained any new population for a couple of 100 years now. We've got 300 years now where the population of the world hasn't gone up. We've now got the peak Mayan civilization. That's now kicking off. And the birth of Islam has just happened at 600 AD. We're about 188,000 people now. 188 million, 190 million now. Thank you, gorgeous. You look beautiful, by the way. I'm loving this little outfit. Give me a flash. Stop it, Brody. Right, we're now.
Are you talking to me? I thought you were talking to me then.
Right, so the smallpox happened at around 750 AD, and the population is now around 200 million. Okay, so we're going up a little bit in spite of smallpox. Gunpowder was invented just before 900 AD, and now we're up to 220 million. So we've broken the 200 bracket. We're now up to 230 million. We're just before the year 1000, and we're about to hit 250 million. Most of it concentrated around India and China. Now we just break the year 1100, and the navigational compass has been invented just before 1100. 300 million people now on the planet. 320 million people now. 330 million, 340 million. It's climbing nicely now. The year 1200 fast approaches and the Mongol Empire takes place. 300 the year 1300. Just under 400 million people now on the planet. The bubonic plague now hits, and we now go down. We're now
that wiped a lot out.
We're now down to 340 million. And then by about 1400 AD, we start to increase again. We just hit 400 million when the Europeans arrived in South America. The transatlantic slave trade begins just after 1500, and we're now up to 500 million people. 1600, the year 1600, we're now at 550 million people. Fast approaching the year 1700. We're just about to hit 600 million people. It's climbing. Now it's rocketing. The year 1750, the year 1800, we're now at 800 million. The Industrial Revolution kicks off. 1800, 1 billion people now on the planet. 1850, 1.4 billion. We're coming into the year 1900, just under 2 billion. 1920, 1950, the world wars are happening. We're now at 1960, 3 billion. 1970, 4 billion. The year 2000, 5.8 billion. 2010, 7 billion. And now we're at 8 billion at 2023. The rate of increase, the explosion that has happened in the last 300 years is unbelievable. We went from 300 million people to 8 billion in 300 years. Absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers.
What can we put that down to? Medicine?
Possibly medicine. Yeah, you could argue medicine. Yeah, that's a good one.
Extending life.
Yeah, technology in general, X-rays, that type of thing. MRIs, education. Yeah, of course, education. Yeah, what about weapons? The more advanced the weapons became, the less people died.
Yeah, you would have thought, yeah.
Because if you think about it now, we've got a couple of little wars going on, but nothing crazy because we've got nukes around, right?
Yeah.
Whereas back in World War I, millions of people were dying, invented the nuke, and then it all stopped.
And not all of it stopped, but yeah.
Yeah,
decreased.
After it stopped, right? That was the end of the World War. The Second World War was ended after.
Oh, yeah. The World War stopped,
Yeah. Oh, yes, please, babe. Yes, please. Steve, do you like Saurine?
Yes.
Oh, Sam's about to make me a loaf of it. How much is going, babe? How much is on offer? Between three of us, oh God, I'm going to get a slice, Steve. I'm going to get one slice of Saurine. You can't split one of those little loaves between three people. Do you know what I mean? It's basically one loaf per person. Sorry, I'll enjoy it and I like it, babe. Thank you. You get what you're given, as my mum used to say. Right. So we're projected to hit 10 billion by 2100.
Wow.
And the problem is the growth is slowing because average fertility rates are falling. If fertility forecasts are slightly off, our peak population will peak lower or higher. So it'll either be 15 billion or it'll go down to kind of like 7 billion, 6 billion again. It took
Would that be a bad thing?
It took most of human history for our population to reach 1 billion. Just over 200 years to reach. It took just over 200 years to reach 8 billion. That's bonkers. It is bonkers that in 200 years we went from 1 billion to 8 billion.
Just general living conditions are better, aren't they?
Yeah, it's a great video. I'm going to subscribe to these guys.
Better housing, sewage, water.
These are the American Museum of Natural History. It's a very good video. I've liked and subscribed. Let's see what else they got. That's the most popular one is the one we just watched with 18 million views. Wow. The Unknown Universe. Oh, this is going to be interesting, Steve.
Yeah.
Let's have a little look at this. This film shows the known universe as mapped through astronomical observations. Every satellite, moon, planet, star, and galaxy is represented to scale and in its correct measured location according to the best scientific research to date. The data is maintained and curated by research astrophysicists at the American Museum of Natural History as the Digital Universe Atlas. So what we're about to see is the exact scalable model of our universe. Are you kidding me? Wow. Okay. It's going to get a like straight away. The Himalayas, Steve, is where we started.
Okay.
Turn the music down. Tibet. Tibet is where we started. We're zooming out. Okay, we can now see the curvature of Earth.
Curvature? I thought the world was flat.
Yeah. We're now zooming out. We can almost see the entire globe as we zoom out at ridiculous speed. Planet Earth. Africa, India, China. You can see all of that. It's now rotating. We can now see Australia, Malaysia. It looks like we're now looking at satellites close, artificial satellites close to Earth. Oh, there's quite a few of them actually. There is quite a few of them. Wow, there's a lot of them. We have created a lot of fucking satellites.
A lot of junk in space.
That's crazy. Right, where's the moon? Light travel time from Earth 1 second. The moon's orbit. Okay, so the red line was the moon's orbit. The green line is the orbits of the planets. Wow, okay. Oh my god, we're so small. Oh my god, look how fast it's going out. I went out, what? Light travelled, so if we were light, we're now an hour away from the sun. And we can now see Jupiter, Saturn, Mars, Mercury, Venus and Earth. Uranus, Neptune. We're 1 day away from the sun now. Jesus, travelling at the speed of light. Oh, that's our little solar system. The sun's true brightness compared to other stars. Wow, that's cool. I've never seen that perspective. We're 1 year away from the star now. Oh god, now we're just a dot. Now we're just a tiny speck. We're now 70 years away, travelling at the speed of light. The extent of humanity's first radio signals. So our first signals into space has travelled this far. So everything beyond this sphere is the end of human awareness. Oh my god. Oh, now that is just a speck. Now that's just disappeared. We're now 100,000 years away. We can see the Milky Way. And these are the other. We're 1 million light years away. These are all the other galaxies. Oh, for fuck's sake. This is going to hurt my head again. The galaxies we've mapped so far. The empty areas where we have yet to map. Oh my God. 5 billion years now. Quasars, the furthest objects we can see. Quasars, the furthest objects we can see. What's a quasar? What is a quasar? It's an extremely luminous active galactic nucleus. It is sometimes known as a quasi-stellar object. Is a supermassive black hole feeding on gas at the center of a distant galaxy. Quasar is short for quasi-stellar radio source, because astronomers first discovered quasars in 1963 as objects that looked like stars but emitted radio waves. Oh my God, look how many of them there are. Oh, that's ridiculous. Oh, God, we're so small. Light from a younger universe. $13.7 billion years away. Wow, so, oh my God, we haven't even mapped any of it. We haven't even mapped any of it. Jesus. Cosmic horizon in space and in time. Now we're zooming back into present day. These are all the galaxies. Just got to find the Milky Way. Oh my God, this is mental. Oh, there's the Milky Way. 400 billion stars in it. And then we'll just find the find our star. Where's our star? There it is, in the middle. Oh my God. Unbelievable. Thank you, gorgeous. Guys, look at those. Who doesn't like Saurine here? Thank you, baby. Huh? Butter? Butter, you gotta have what? Yeah, Saurine or butter. Yeah, which one do you want? Thank you, gorgeous. Oh, gang, I'm gonna enjoy that. Unbelievable. Crazy, isn't it, Roddy?
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Are you watching?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I was looking at the chat.
Mm. And the Himalayas are massive. Wow. I love that video. Absolutely love that video. I love videos like that.
Really good. Really good.
Puts everything into perspective, doesn't it? We're so insignificant. But yet very significant at the same time. How many songs have we got left? Have we done them all?
What have we done?
I
Have we
can't
done all
believe
the other
we've
ones?
only had 4 songs today. How am I meant to feed the kids?
That's not going to pay for Saurine, is it?
That's not going to keep me in Saurine, is it, Steve?
You have to ration yourself.
Saurine will be a luxury. Benny says, shh, Wheeler's back.
It's just been filth while you've been away.
What have they been talking about?
Scroll back 3 and you'll see.
Benny says, Dan has no idea. What are you talking about? Wheeler has lost control of the class. Oh, God, what happened? I thought we were all engaged into some fun science. Why are people nuking Uranus? What's going on?
You said Uranus and they're lower tittering.
Oh no, I said Uranus and everything fell apart. Oh no, guys. You let yourselves down there. I don't believe it. Right, should we do the rest of the Ren interview?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, me too. Again.
Another 5 minutes of it, probably.
What's the time on there now?
We have 1:19 and 49 seconds.
1:19. Oh, we're almost at the end. We can do this. Right, 1:19.
Did you say you had? Yeah. Did you say you had 20?
What?
You had 20 minutes left or something?
We have 10 minutes left now. 11 minutes.
10 minutes. Oh, we can do this.
For us to go, we need to start working together. We need to start focusing on what's important, which is our
Donald's like, he said Uranus again.
I agree. And again, looping back to the hyperpolarization of everything, you have a situation like this that should, in theory, unite us and bring us together against a common enemy and have a common goal. But instead, all this over sensationalization just divides us further.
Yeah.
And, social media can be a beautiful thing. This interconnected world can be a beautiful thing. It can also be a very dark thing as well. And, there's always pros and cons to everything. So going on to social media, and the question I'm curious about, because, being an artist myself and dealing with a lot of these things, unfortunately, I could tell that you are an overthinker. And you go through a lot of these concepts. You go through a lot of these emotions. Obviously, you empathize with a lot too, being an artist. How do you deal with this more introverted mind, right? And probably nature of putting a lot on yourself, overthinking all these things, and yet you have to exist, and your job is putting yourself out there all the time and being incredibly extroverted. And also normally, like we're doing interviews right now and stuff. It's not like you could come on this interview and you might be thinking of some deep shit. You might be a little down, and you can't sit here on an interview and just be kind of like this and what's going on, guys. And I got a new song today. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
We almost have this polarity amongst ourselves as artists because we have to be incredibly external.
Yeah.
While a lot going on internally. I mean, how do you find balance to that force, I guess?
This is one of my favorite bits of advice that I ever got, and I can relate it to this. Like, it was back when I was really ill, and I was it was the first time that I'd gotten myself kind of well enough to be in Brighton, but not well enough to really leave my room. But I wanted independence from my mum. Not in any slight, because I think my mum's amazing. I think that like what she put up with, like she is one of a force that I'm so grateful for in my life, to like being there to house me and look after me when I was really sick. And she saw me go through my worst phases, and she was really there. But there was a point where I was like, for my own like spirit, I needed my own independence. And I got back to Brighton, and I was living with this guy Ben.
For my own spirit.
Guy. Just like really creative, but works in theatre. And I was like talking about like, I want to get on the street and do some busking again. But I was like, I hadn't performed for so long that I had performance anxiety, and I was like, I've never had this, Ben. Like, I was like, I don't know, like I'm just so nervous about getting out there again. And he was like, he just gave me this advice, and it can be applied to situations like this. He was just like, it's almost like it sounds depreciating, but it's not. It's like you're not really important in that scenario. The important thing are the people who are watching you, or the people, or the message you're trying to give out, or a feeling. If you're trying to make people happy, which your songs will, then it's not really about you. It's not really about. You need to stop thinking like, how am I being perceived, and you need to start thinking about, is that person having a good time? And I think when you take the lens off yourself and I stop worrying about me, how I'm coming across, if I'm going to be, if something I said was clumsy or not, because if I start thinking like that, it's just, I don't know, it's really self-sabotaging. So I think it could be applied to social media. It's like, even on days where I'm like, I don't feel like promoting my song today, I'm just like, I think that it's more important that, especially now that there's like even more people watching, like, if I'm serving a lot of people and taking like an hour, 2 hours out of my day to chat to you, to post something on Facebook, to share a song, to do something like that might, even just to reshare something that I've repurposed, that I've made like a year ago, like, and somebody sees that and it cheers them up, then like that small action that I've taken has impacted a lot of people, maybe superficially, maybe quite profoundly. I don't know. I'm not really in control of how it happens, but thinking of that as more important than me and what I've got to gain, that really helps me with that, because then like I'm just like, and then also it has this paradoxical effect of making me feel better anyway, because like today I was even like, I woke up and I was like really foggy headed and I was like, oh man, I've got to speak for like a couple of hours with Knox, I hope I don't come across like a twat. And I was just like, yeah, then I've got to remind myself, I'm just like, you know, it doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's more important that there's, yeah. That's it really. I'm not perfect at that, mate, like, because I still have days where like I'm dreading doing something, and even while I'm doing it I dread it.
Right, we all do. We all go through it, man. Trust me. You know, like I got to put out content every single day on top of being an artist, you know, being a reactor as well. So I have to bring my energy, and obviously I've created an expectation level because people expect me being at my best, mentally processing things as quickly as I can, concising.
It's a lot of pressure as well.
Down my analysis, giving it to them, pitching it to them, and doing it in that way. And yeah, I mean, you know, so many days where I'm like down, but I think you're right. That's a great fucking point and sentiment. And I think for any artist out there watching, it's not just about us.
Donna, I knew we'd be friends.
No. It's about the people that are here now on this journey with us, and this community that we're trying to nurture and build. And, you know, that is one of the, you know, we're selfish. Okay.
Oh yes. John had an idea, gang. Hold on. We got, right. Rody, we got 6 minutes left of this, mate. Remind me to talk about John. It's the first thing we got to do. John's idea after this.
I was just making a note of that one.
Well done, mate.
As artists, we're selfish because obviously we want attention. We are attention seekers. We want to play to the largest crowd.
Steve, Sam's brought me down a pack of mini rolls, a family-sized pack of mini rolls. Now, the dilemma I have is I've had 2. And how many are in here? How many are in here? There's 10. There's 8 left. Now the problem I have is there's now only going to be 7 left because I'm just about to eat a third. Now, mini rolls. I don't know. You tell me if you think this is the accurate description of them. But mini rolls are the cake version of Pringles. Because once I open the 10, that's it.
Once you pop, you can't stop.
It's just a matter of time.
Possible we want as many people to hear our music, so there's that selfishness. But at the same time,
how many?
I don't think they're going to be any left on Saturday when I get there, are there?
Mate, there's not going to be any left by 4 p.m.
We're incredibly unselfish as well, because artists that really want to have a message that empowers people, that want to leave a positive outlook and try to leave the world a better place than how we found it, because we want people to walk away with something better, something different.
So easy to eat.
I think what a lot of people can't relate to in this position as well, like you're in my position.
I take it your healthy eating thing is on pause.
We've had a small wobble, Steve. Life got in the way of the weekend.
10 mini rolls is quite a big wobble.
I've only had 3, Steve. Back off. I've only had 3 at the moment.
They'd be okay if you made them yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Well, fuck it. Wasn't just me though, was it, Rolly? Someone else has fallen off, haven't they? And Ben and Clevs. We all got sidetracked. The weekend hit, and that was it. All went out the window. So don't just blame me. Gone quiet on me now.
You started.
So sometimes, say like I'll look through my Instagram inbox or message inbox or whatever, and I'll get a message, and it'll be a message that I haven't seen for a year, and then another one, and it's like, you're so arrogant, you haven't replied to me, and it'll just be like abuse, and I'm just like, or someone, and I'm just like, what people don't realize, I think, in our situation is we have to communicate with people more than anybody else. Like there's literally today,
Agreed.
if I look through my like 24 hours inbox, it's like there's probably about 400 or 500 messages from different people. I'm probably going to look at about 1% of that. But when people start like demanding your attention, that's when I get a lot more overwhelmed than that with that trying to put out content. It's just like, because I'm just like,
and then what happens, Rolly, is they can't get your attention, so they then slag you off. They then start slating you. They then start making videos with allegations and made up fucking lies about you. And then before you know it, you've got your own dedicated forum. I know exactly. I know exactly how he feels. Thank you, mate.
Fuck you. I'm just like, honestly, that's how I feel, because I'm just a little bit like, you don't understand what it means to be like, I'm trying to like give so much of myself to uplift people, and then people are like, you are not giving me attention. I want your attention because I said something, and even though I'm always appreciative like of a nice comment or something nice that's being said to me, and I try and read and respond in the best way that I can, but because
me too, Donna. Me too.
There's so much of it. I wouldn't have any time to make music if I was just a people communicator. Do you get me?
No, what they watch you for, it's ironic because what they critique you for is it's the same reason why they watch you. Like if all of a sudden I spend all of my time to responding to every single message on this inbox, right? Respond to every single email and just, every other fucking place that people are talking to me, I'm not going to get time to make content. And the whole point is people want to see the content. And to me, it's more efficient because when I'm at my best making this content, people get the greatest enjoyment, and I can reach the most people out of it.
That's the thing. You're actually gonna make, even though, but saying that, I do try to every now and then when I can. But yeah, I think
me too. I always try to set aside time to respond. And actually, when I'm at my lowest, that's when I really turn to like kind of the inbox and, scroll through the mean and all the hate, because that just comes with the territory. But then you get those amazing comments, that just like remind you and center you of why you're doing what you do. When you can just inspire like that one person and have an impact on their life. And you're like, yep, that's exactly why I'm fucking doing what I'm doing. And then you just keep going from there.
Yeah, for real. Can I ask you a question? Because
Go on.
So because I'm always really interested about this, because if same thing, if you grew up in like a poor area, because you strike me as someone like very like with your analysis, you seem like very, very well educated, and I wonder if that comes from your self-inspired desire to learn, curiosity. Would you say your knowledge?
I've always been curious, but all right. So the thing is, from where I'm from, one of the things that always kept me out of trouble compared to like some of the kids I grew up with that are now either dead or in jail was, besides music, I also had sports. So I was also an athlete. So I was a really good athlete. I was good enough that, I was offered scholarships to go play at university. So I got to go pursue a higher education thanks to sports. But that always kept me out of trouble. It kept me focused. It gave me something to do. And then actually, ironically, when I got hurt and had a really bad injury, that's when music really saved me from that darkness, because all of a sudden I was doubting my future and my career on this side of things. But I've always loved music. I've always created. I've always read a lot. I've always written. So I think it's a combination of education, but also just curiosity. Like I read every single day. I'm always studying. I'm just so curious about the world, and there's just so much to learn and not enough time to learn it. I think it's a combination.
Nice. I agree.
Nice.
Does that make sense?
No, I was just interested. Yeah, I'm like that. I'm like, I'll open the fridge and I'll be like, how the hell does this keep like stuff cold? And then I'll just like Google it, and then I'll just be trying to figure it out. But
that's it. And then you were gone on a fucking.
Rolly, do you know how a fridge works?
How a fridge works? You plug it in.
Do you know how it keeps it cold?
Go on, enlighten me.
No, I don't know the specifics, but we will look it up right this second. How long's left of this? 1 minute. Right. Fridge, then John in 1 minute's time.
Scientific journey after that. That happens to me all the time. Like I have so many notes and so many things like trying to remind me to stay on track, because I do struggle with that. It's so easy for me to get curious about something, and then we are on a journey, and hours later it's like, what the fuck was I doing today?
You're like, oh yeah, I've just been standing by the fridge for 20 minutes. So,
yeah, no. Dude, I'm sure you have plenty of moments when you're like going to do something and then you have a different thought or maybe an idea or something creative happens and like you just totally forget what the fuck you're doing. And then like my wife will walk in and I'll have like something in my hand or like something spilling and she's like, what are you doing now? And I'm like, I have no idea.
Yeah, man, that's the story of my life, mate.
Fuck yeah, man. Listen, man, I think this is a good ending point here. Honestly, it's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you, man. Is there anything you want to leave with our audience to sign off with after our wonderful mental journey and musical journey?
Yeah, well, don't know. This has been a good one, man. No, I think the sentiment is I think it's the first time I spoke about like really the details of everything that happened with Joe. So I just like to dedicate it to Joe, man. Like he's 100%,
man. I think that's. Sure.
Yeah, that's it really, and also a really close friend of mine, Callum Mackay, who passed away 6 months later as well. Just very different sort of circumstances, but yeah, there's people that I'll always carry with me, that also made me who I am as well. So like, yeah, a lot of things that
they're always here, and you know, even though you haven't written about it in their music, they're still with you in every single song that you put out and everything that you do.
Quite literally, I now think.
They're wherever they are, man, they're happy for you.
Yeah, I hope so, man. I hope so.
Respect, man. All right, man. Thanks a lot.
We did it, guys. We did it. We did it. Yay. Well done, us. Well done, us. An hour and a half took us at least 2 weeks. At least 2 weeks. How many interviews we got left? We got 2 left, haven't we? We've done Justin and Knox. We got the psychologist girl.
How long's that one?
And good question. I don't know. And who else? There's another one.
Could take us up to Christmas. Then,
Black Pegasus, of course. Yeah, those 2 left. Could take us up to Christmas. Good. It could.
That's us covered now.
Right, Fridge. Let's look up how a fridge works. Now, before I look it up, here's how I think it works. There are 2 gases. There are 2 gases that get circulated, and there's something to do with when those gases are mixed together. They cause the temperature to decrease, and then there's another part of the fridge that separates those 2 gases again, and it goes back round. It's not a never-ending loop, but it's a long-lasting loop. That's my understanding of it. Let's now look it up. Let's now look it up. Going in the comments, how do you think a fridge works? How does a fridge work? Images. Here we go. Evaporator coil plugs into an expansion device, which plugs into a condenser coil, which plugs into a compressor. I don't really know how that works. Refrigerators use the principles of pressure boiling and evaporating of a fluid in a circuit in the refrigeration pipework to remove heat and reduce the temp. So it doesn't make it cold, it removes the heat. Below you can see how the refrigerator is moved around the circuit to cool the space in the fridge. Hover over the different components to see the description. Okay, let's have a look at this. Okay, so the compressor. Gas at low pressure and low temperature enters the compressor. The gas is compressed to a high pressure and its temperature rises, just like a bicycle pump, which gets warmer pumping up a tire. This uses electricity. Condenser. The hot gas is then transferred to a condenser where the heat is removed and the gas begins to condense into a liquid. ventilation fins. The heat is released via cooling fins on the back of the refrigeration unit. Expansion valve. The liquid then goes through an expansion device where its pressure is suddenly lowered. It expands and some of the liquid turns very quickly into vapor. This change of state has a cooling effect. The cool liquid absorbs the warmth from the air inside the refrigerator and turns back into a low temperature gas at low pressure. It now starts its journey again through the compressor. Fascinating. So it works by removing heat, not cooling it down.
Rather than adding coldness.
Yeah, interesting. Interesting. And then what was the other thing we were going to talk about? John.
John.
John has come up with an idea.
Okay.
I'm going to read you the idea. John says, bro, jackpot of an idea. I've already got a lot of channels talking together. Why not see if we can get a cipher out of this? Do you know what a cipher is, Steve?
No, I don't.
Think of it like a mixed track, lots of people on the same track, like a collab, but more than one person. And then each person has a verse, or each person has a turn at performing, and then it's all put together. Shall we watch an example cipher?
Sort of a bit like "Do They Know It's Christmas" by Band-Aid.
Not really. Not really. Let's listen to. Let's listen to this one. All right. Someone's messaging me. Come on.
It's not me.
All right. Have a watch of this, Steve.
Welcome to Detroit. This is the BET.
So you got Eminem, Royce da 5'9". I forgot what this guy's name is called. You got Swifty from D12.
Shady 2.0. Cypher.
Conniver, sorry.
2011. Myself. Slaughterhouse and Yellow Wolf.
Slaughterhouse and Yellow Wolf, that was it.
White Dog. Thank you, Cracker. Get him.
Put these motherfuckers in the box and I'll send them away. Put them in the grave, lack and pop the trunk. Hey, throw them in the bag, check. I dig them a grave. Put a brick inside that see it rocks when I print up a page. Moving keys, I can't relate, cause I live in a cave. I throw up the A, I take them to school, I give them a grade. An easy E for effort, that's WWA. White with an attitude, alphabet soup is on my plate. All I got is these, they sleeping on me, I can't get them away. I spoon feed them a sound in the room full of deceivers and clowns who believe in making it rain, cause all they see is the clouds. And I watch from the couch of the VIP like a potato with a bunch of meat hairs like fuck it. I just feed him a cow. Plenty of white boys to pick from this year. But before you pick a pepper, you better pick up your heater. Cause even Peter Piper could pick up a mic. But what it's like to pick a fight with me is like putting Nikes on a cheetah. Better speed up.
He is so fucking good.
Released in my case Adidas. I'm out this bitch drinking Sprite by the 2 liter. Holler. Shady Records.
Now I need to scratch the
Joe, that's his name. Joe something.
Give me
Yo, wait.
I'm about to get him. I'm about to get him. I'm about to get him.
Okay.
Let me get him. Yo, say I'm from the new school. I'ma say check your tone and watch your mouth. If they teach you how to Dougie, I'm condoning dropping out. Forced a while, y'all birthed me and gave me up. I just perfected being hip-hop's forced a child. Now check it. Don't blame y'all for being trash fans of copping it. The radio's the crime scene, the masses are the hostages. In my youth, I throw shots. The fad was dodging it. I'm grown. I ain't watching the throne. I'm sabotaging it. You see that 4-headed monster in the storm loom? Snipe him from a distance. The scope got a long zoom. You Super Mario thugs is in the wrong room. Gotta figure here you won't get bigger if you on shrooms. Was left to me, I'd revive what the game be bout. I'd have took the wine out of Amy house. Enough raps from you scrub cats about cocking the snub back. Wayne couldn't teach me how to love that. But I got this chick from uptown, she my summer bunny. Both parents broke, but she come from money. Think my bread is her paper to burn, so I lock her out. And now she doubt David is stern. She's so bad, I make her hit the telly from a taxi, then dead her in that Holiday Inn. Learned that from Max B. That's why the haters envy kinda wanna send me llamas. I made it right before the eyes like I was Benny Hannes. Is it me or is what I'm hearing is pitiful? Airways the same, now the stereo's typical. My skin thick, so the critics ignored. So unafraid to die, you think I did it before. The boys robbed me with the trash talk. Mad Magic award with the blackboard, where I bounce off the asphalt with cat paws, glass jaw. Hoodie of man's will be the black for with no passport. Body be found in a mansion in one of my trap doors. If punks had awards, you status horde category. Probably be that of awards between Michael Rappaport and Kenny Lattimore. I know hip hop's alive and well. If it died, you other crews wouldn't survive the smell.
Ladies and gentlemen, you scared now?
Make that face at him, dog.
Crooked Eye. Get him.
I spot a victim, the plot of thicken. When the clock is ticking, I caught him slipping. I gotta give him a shot. I hit him with proper spitting. Hottest writtens in composition, so competition's a contradiction. Somebody mentioned they got it crooked. Highly fiction, we probably different. Got Gotti henchmen. Opposition, our body quick as Bugatti engines. I'm on a mission to get richer. The sickest lyric kicker, digging a dish for different critters. Weak lyricists get disfigured. Sip liquor.
This guy's flow is insane.
Spit like a sick mixer, a notorious pun and L. Get the big picture, the poster, I'll roast ya. My mind's so deadly, it's just like the beanie is close to a holster. It's over, control my whole coastal region like I'm supposed to. Flow is going postal even, open season, heart close to freezing. Ruthless is easy, nigga, approach I'm squeezing. Believe me, dope is West Coaster breathing. So most ya hope I'm vegan, nope I'm beefing. Rappers need to keep it trill, give me a beat to kill. Too many people still eating sleeping pills. People sleeping on my ether skills, and y'all ain't even real. You about to die in this cypher. Before you die, you should do the Jada and leave a will, for real.
I ain't a rap dude, I'm a dude who rap. Before this, I was moving crack. Them killers y'all become when y'all rhyme, I salute and dap. And if I blink, then remove your snaps. You ain't cool, you whack with your foolish yak. Skinny jeans don't mean your ass shoot, it means your booty claps. Don't play like Tyler Perry. This the slaughterhouse of pain, float brown, tight and heavy. When it come to 16s, I'm a fiend in the studio, near a needle with a mean lean. Probably writing balls to Nas Steve Steam, getting my yow on. Near all these Elijah ones, we the dream team. This is an all-day slaughter, they fiending for us.
Well, sorry gang.
The break like Beyonce's water. The 4 quarters doing all the eating. And y'all gotta know why I made the cut. I'm Puerto Rican. Ortiz, keep the fire ready. And trying to put me out like trying to steal a transvestite from Eddie.
Miracles. I'm do or die dope, and you can make the sticker sitting on the door of that phantom your suicide note. Hi Rihanna, it's Nikki living with you, let me know so I can buy binoculars and telescopes. Hi Rihanna, I don't need to know you better, you tell me you love my music again, we go together. Bye Rihanna. Now back to y'all fools, we rock out like the outside of a guitar school. $1,000 frames, I prefer to see the world through. Don't ask me nothing about button, I beat my girl too. You ask me why do I keep her, I say it's cheaper too. That's why I ride around in the roads like Wiz Khalifa do. Rappers, I'm your daddy. I tell you straight as this, you don't kill, but your father will like Jaden Smith. I tell you like I tell my Spanish chick, you fly but I ain't going down on no landing strip. So get your wax on like Danielson. Now I'ma have to run like De La Hoya and drag when cameras come. Point out the greatest rapper alive, I headshot him. Smack his girl on the butt and buy some red bottom. Bring every deceased rapper back to see his wife while I'm cybersexing with Jessica Alba via Skype. I'm on my D-boy, Debo thing, spiritual stilo swing like CeeLo Green. Get out the camera with your B-roll bling, you know your flow is whack. We cornered the market like a Walmart in the cul-de-sac. Yeah, this what 2 million singles sold and the album is gold look like without having to sell your soul. Nickel.
Wait, can I rap?
You're the boss, so you better
get up.
Here we go. It's the man himself.
Spiritual, individual, criminal, subliminal in your swimming pool.
Yo. Come on, man, kick that shit I wrote you. Drop it. Come on.
You about to see peace destroyed, it'll never be restored. When I unleash these beastly hordes on your CD stores. Wanna stop it, you gon' need a priest, at least 3 swords, a license to ill from the Beastie Boys, 3 Ouija boards and a squeegee. And please be warned, don't ask what the squeegee's for. All the holy water, acid bath that'll eat these floors.
Oh
Eat a hole
God.
in the rhyme book. You see these horns? And as for me, you ask when I'm gone, will he be mourned? Is puke lukewarm? Should Casey Anthony do porn? Can that chick fit a newborn dead baby inside a freaking shoebox with a shoehorn? Smothered in chloroform so she can go get a groove on? Can she duct tape and Velcro a fetus? Joel, yo, tell Joe I need his empty box from his old shell toe Adidas so I can put these babies in the fetal position. They're getting elbows to the penis. Yeah, big deal. I took some little kid's big wheel and spit in this freaking big kid's meal. Quit trying to bite me and pinch, you wink, sit still. You just put your 6-inch heel through my pin's windshield? Is it dust we about to kick up? Can Some yellow wolf fit the rum in a big cup between the stick shift and his freaking pickup and drink like a hick redneck hillbilly will till he gets hiccups. Flipping the script up like Mike Vick, getting bitten is jumped by a pit. Yup, I'm a sick pup. I'd be a horrible magician, cause I fuck a trick up. Fix your lips up to say something fly or zip up. A, B, let's see. You said you're gonna do X, Y, Z till you fuck around and get dropped like an E when you add an ING. Don't put a K in front of that though when I MC, cause I'm not the king of this microphone booth. It's more like a phone booth. Superman in this bitch, kryptonite won't do. It gives me more power. I bump the fat poison, eat rat poison, take meteor showers. Fresh out of the mental hospital, and me not flossing a middle finger while I hop in a hospital. Be like Nas doing gospel or R&B. You crazy? Me pushing up daisies. That thought is impossible. Is it flashing across the news? Pause the news was caught with a prostitute with a huge Johnson boobs and a monstrous tube of lube and a bra, some boots, some panties, and an aqua blue monster swallowing a popsicle, playing tonsil pool.
Oh my
so
God.
Kill the rumors, it ain't happening. I'ma rap till I'm fossil fuel.
Insane. So, Steve, that's a cipher. A collection of artists. Collection of artists that all have a verse on a particular topic, and you put it together. Basically, it's all their takes on a particular topic. So you set the topic, you set the theme, and then you give the theme to someone, and they write a verse on it, and then you put them all together, and that's a cipher.
Right, okay.
So, Johnny Boy, his idea is this. We make a cipher. Nox, Ren, Vic, Black Pegasus, Ian Taylor. Bro, think about it. They wouldn't even have to meet in the same. Just use the same beat and have someone mix it together. So I then said, "That's a brilliant idea. We should start it, right? Build it, and they will come." So we should find the beat, and we should either write a verse or write a country chorus. Do the chorus, and they will do the verses. What do you think?
That sounds like a good idea.
Don't sound so fucking surprised, Rowley.
You don't have them very
it's
often.
Not. It wasn't my idea. It was John's idea.
Oh no! There you go. Yeah, John, it's a really good idea.
Then it's a great idea. Yeah.
It's a great idea. No, it's John's idea.
I thought that's a great idea.
I think collectively between us we could come up with something.
I think so too. So on that vein, let's spend a few minutes having a look for some country beats. All right, because we want a country. All right, country, hip hop, hook.
Before you say anything,
go on.
Look at Donna's post.
Donna, I'm a writer and editor. I'd love to. Are you fucking kidding me, Donna?
Of course she is.
Steve, how do you explain it, mate? How do you explain it?
Donna's quite new, isn't she?
Donna's really fucking new, mate. Last week, Donna, I'll fucking show you. I'll fucking show you. This is so weird. It's weird. Right,
Donna is meant to be here, and she fits in so well from what I've seen on the chat.
Already. Right. Where is this post I put up here? Hold on. There we go. Ask and you shall receive. 7 days ago. My editing needs far outweigh what I can handle at the moment. So I am on the hunt for someone who would like to volunteer some time to support the channel, to edit and upload clips from the daily stream. Zero money on offer. We're still broke, but things are getting better. So who knows where the future goes. But the right fit would suit someone looking to grow from the ground up as a team. So it would suit someone looking to gain real world experience on a fast growing show. So you don't even need to know how to edit. I can teach you all of that. I'm just looking for someone with enthusiasm and energy to want to learn. And then,
Donna said...
And then the next week, are you kidding me? Next week, Donna turns up and she's an editor and she wants to get involved voluntarily? Are you having a bubble?
She's the one that lives in Nashville. Country hip-hop beat.
Right next to Trey.
Seat Up Church.
Dude, I'm in Nashville. Country hip-hop beat, Seat Up Church. Okay?
Then we got the lady from the Netherlands. I can't remember her name.
All right, this is Ryan Upchurch. Let's have a listen. Steffi just gifted a member. Thanks, dude. JMK has got the membership. Nice. Thanks, dude.
Caught up in the life of a modern day cowboy, riding that Harley like I had to go steal one, chasing that high danger when I wake, dodging every single bullet that's fired my way. A gun and mudslinger on him.
Oh, I love it.
Southern boy tattoos from head to toe. To hell with being pretty for the camera and phones. I came to get dirty and I got one goal. To leave out a legend by any means.
Oh, wow.
How bad it seems. Give them hell to the flames, charcoal the game. Never even try to fix my down home twain. To be the lone wolf of the country scene. The new age man in black that the people need. Tell them talk that shit, to me it means nothing. I'm only speaking for real country. Only speaking for real country. Don't put your 2 cents in on what I should do.
Steve, this dude's got a song here with 127 million streams.
I know John has said you've never heard of Upchurch.
I've never heard of Upchurch.
Dan? Oh my God.
In fact, almost every song is over 10 million. Wow. All right, let's have a listen to
So it
this
seems
one.
everybody has heard it except for you.
Interesting.
Church.
Oh, I wonder if I'll be the 600,000th like click.
Ooh, try it.
No.
Sometimes I get stoned in my backyard, lay off in the tall grass so my view is the stars. I think about nothing, get to clear my thoughts from all the thunder and lightning, so I feel a spark.
Right, I don't want to hear any more. This is the beat. I don't want to hear any more of this. This is the beat.
We found it.
Right, this is the beat. Right, I want the instrumental. Instrumental. Please, please, please have the instrumental. Yes. Yes, we can write something for this.
Or
We
maybe
can write
Upchurch-
something.
Maybe Upchurch could write something.
Oh, get him involved. Interesting. He's got 3 million subs. I'm not sure. I'm not sure we
I'm
can
sure
get his
he'll-
attention.
I'm sure if you email him, he'll say, "Oh, look, there's Dan Wheeler."
So the instrumental, yeah. Oh, I know this guy. I watch his stream. Yeah, well done, mate. This song is called Rolling Stoned, right? So it's a marijuana reference. He was talking about weed to start with, right? So what about if the theme is marijuana? Mary J. What about we call it Mary J? Who's Mary J? Could be a song about a girl, but it's got a double meaning to Mary J. The marijuana.
Yeah, it could be. It could be a person. It could be.
Yeah. Guys, I need feedback in the comments, please. Feedback in the comments. Joe, is this the right song? Is it John? Is this the right beat, mate? Is this the right thing we're thinking of? Come on, ready?
Donna said Upchurch is independent too.
Oh, interesting.
So that would tie in with everybody else, wouldn't it?
Donna says he's right up the road. Reach out, you'll be surprised. Well, look, let's make the beat.
Oh,
let's make the beat.
There we go.
We'll write the chorus. I'll have a crack at the chorus, and if it's really shit, we'll reach out. How about that? Or maybe I do a chorus, he does a chorus. Either way.
Yeah. John says stick with spiritual. It gives you more pockets to hop in.
Good idea. What about if we write the chorus in mind for like a female vocal and get Chinchilla involved?
Yeah.
Oh, Donna says, "Oh my God, I love weed as well. It's a sign." Donna, it is a sign, mate. Welcome to the editing team.
Donna is like right at home.
Donna,
Donna fits in so well. She's in Nashville.
Donna, how many hours a week could you spare for some basic editing, mate? How many hours a week could you spare as a voluntary gift to the show? Give me an idea of how many hours. Please say 40. Please say 40.
Yeah, please go full time.
Yeah, please say full time. Please say that you're a millionaire, money's no object, and you're happy to work full time. That would be great. Maybe too much to ask, that one. Maybe too much to ask. All right, let's listen to this beat again. I think we can write something on that, gang. Found the melody. Well, the original helped, but I've fallen into a bit of a default melody there. Something like that. Lonnie says,
quite easy to learn on the guitar.
Yes, I think I could look. That's exactly what I thought as well, mate. Yeah. Donna, do you have it set up so you can receive gifts? If not, the memberships go to people who have that feature turned on.
I think it's just random, isn't it?
John says chorus ends with on the Dan Wheeler cipher. I hear it. Chorus ends with on the Dan Wheeler cipher. We're thinking, can we go in cheesy then? What I was thinking.
It's you, Dan. Of course, we're going cheesy.
Yeah. So it's come with me to smoke a joint. Yeah, we'll have to. I'll tell you what, Steve. This is on tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll do this. Tomorrow's show we will write the chorus. Dan, you need to give Donna a free membership. I can't do that, mate. That's not an option on here, I don't think. How do I do that? Do you know how to do it?
I think you would have to I don't know if you can do it your end.
There's nothing on my end. If I give out free memberships, I give everyone a free membership. That's what got me in the problem in the first place.
Have a look at Donna's comment.
I'm a single, stay at home, and the kids are back in school. Got nothing else going. It'd be an honour. Hours are somewhat flexible and def negotiable. Donna, mate, this all seems a bit too good to be true, mate. This all seems a bit too good to be true. Donna, tell me about your editing skills. What do you have you got anything you can show me that you've done, or what do you use? Do you use iMovie? Do you use Premiere Pro? Do you use DaVinci? What do you use, mate? What are you familiar with? What's the extent of the editing you're capable of doing, mate? Do you know how to do basic clipping and importing and exporting and all that jazz? I guess YouTube blocked my comment on the community tab. Says Megan. Oh no, what did you say, Megan?
Oh no, what did she say? Megan and a potty mouth again.
Steph said, Dan, that's what I tried to do. What did you try to do, Steph? If we connect on Discord and you end up editing, I can help if you show me a bit. Oh, Steph wants to get involved as well. Brilliant.
Oh.
Donna says, I do not have anything set up. I don't even have a computer. YouTube on my phone. Dan, you have my email and phone number listed in me. Well done, Donna. I will be in touch, mate. We need to get you a computer then, don't we? Who else was in Nashville? Someone else was. Trey's in Nashville, but someone else was in Nashville, weren't they? Near Nashville?
We were discussing going to Nashville, and
yeah, but I think I remember someone saying I live near Nashville. I can't remember who it was.
No.
Interesting. I'm quite tired now, Steve. I think we'll wrap up, mate.
Oh, one more thing. Steph sent in a picture of a tree on Discord. That was from a while ago.
Yeah, we've seen that.
Did put a message on there.
The booby trees.
You've seen that one? You've done that?
Yeah. The booby trees. Steph says, gift Donna EU a membership, but it went to JMK. Yeah, Donna.
I think it's just random.
Yeah, I think it's automated. Yeah, it's not much, Donna, but I may be able to send you my extra Chromebook. Says John. John, you little fucking legend. That'll be fucking epic, won't it? It doesn't have to be fancy. It just needs to run iMovie. I do most of my stuff in iMovie. I do all the main interviews in DaVinci, but. Yeah, for 99% of what I do on YouTube, it's just quick editing on iMovie.
Megan put a post on your community post
on
YouTube about editing.
Are you off? Megs, you offered as well. Yes, Megs did offer. She discorded me. Oh, God, we got 3. Drive safe. Love you. We've got 3. Well done, Megs. I completely forgot. I got distracted. Right, so we got Megs, Donna, and Steph that are all up for doing some editing, Rody.
Always like Charlie's Angels, isn't it?
The channel could fucking launch now. More content. That means more exposure. Oh, ladies. ladies.
Charlie's
ladies.
Angels.
Right.
Charlie's Angels.
Little Charlie's Angels. Wheeler's Angels. No, that's too cringe. That's too cringe.
No. When's that stopped you?
Tommy. I think Tommy's going to come on the show. Any other time, I would love to. I'm just... I didn't mean now. I meant another time. Email me, danwheeler3000 at gmail.com.
Donna
Yes.
did worldwide marketing for IBM, project management, writing and editing.
I did worldwide marketing for Toshiba. Donna, mate, we are meant to connect.
But she said when she said editing, she meant word associated with writing words.
Oh, okay. So an editor, so a copywriter. Okay, that's cool. So, Donna, are you up for learning a bit of editing? It's dead simple. I'm a good teacher. It's dead simple. I'm a good teacher. Bell's back in the house. Bell, mate, I'm talking to your mate. About getting him on the show. Loved his music. Thanks for the recommendation. Have a chat with him, mate. Get him to come on the show. I've just sent him my email. But it'd be great to get you on. We could talk about your connection with him, and then we'll get him on. That'd be fucking fantastic. That'd be good, wouldn't it, Steve?
That would be very good, yeah.
This show is growing into something magical.
Huge.
Magical. Absolutely magical. Megan says, I have from 10 p.m. my time till 4:30 p.m. Monday to Friday. Yeah, but isn't that when you're sleeping, Megan? When do you sleep?
No, that would be I have from my time.
What?
Oh. Yeah, that's night time, isn't it?
Don't forget Ian Taylor's live stream this evening, Dan. I'm always there, mate. I'm always there. Well, I'm not sure if I want to talk to him now. I might go in there and kick off some beef.
Yeah.
What time is it on, Dave? Do you know? I think it's good. Do you know what I'm really excited about as well is, and it was similar to the fitness industry when I first got in it, but this seems very different. YouTubers don't seem as protective as fitness people did. Because back in the day, fitness people with their egos, it was difficult to do content with people because everyone wanted to be seen in the perfect light, quite literally. You know, it's to do with how they looked. Whereas YouTubers and content creators, doesn't really matter what the content is, they just want to get involved. And that's my motto anyway. I'm not really bothered about what content we create. I'm just interested in creating, if that makes sense, you know?
Yeah.
So it's a much better environment, and we're building a little community of content creators. You know, we chat around we chat around with Bill, we chat around with Ian Taylor, we chat around with Vic, we chat around with Joe, we chat around with. Do you know what I mean? Seems to be growing. Seems to be going very nicely. Megan says I don't sleep much. Oh, Megs, mate, we might have to do that. We'll have to change that. Megs, I'll tell you what we could do then, Megs. How about an exchange of services? How about I help you with a little bit of sleep coaching, and then you can help me with a bit of editing? How does that sound? That's a nice fair trade, isn't it, Ronnie?
I think that sounds fair.
Yeah. Get
you got some good ideas, haven't you?
I've got a few. Donna says there's no way was Dan working at Toshiba in WW Marcom. WW Marcom. What did Donna mean?
I don't know.
Donna, what did you mean, mate? What did you mean? Don says, that's where my brain is also, Dan. I want to create. I can tell, brother. I can tell. Right, gang. Bit of hunger.
Whoa.
Whoa. What?
Donna's post.
What's Donna said? I mod for Ian. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Of course she does.
Oh, Donna, were you the one I was talking to the other day in the chat? Oh, I do remember Donna. Donna and I were having a little chat on Ian's live. I do remember you, Donna. That's great. So we got a direct line to Ian now as well. Amazing. Yeah. Donna, tell Ian I'm not happy with him. Tell him I'm furious. He stole £10 and I want to know what he's going to do about it. I'm going to start beef.
Got some friendly beef with him.
Worldwide Marketing Communications. Oh, you got a little acronym. I've never heard of that acronym before. WW Marcom. When were you working at IBM out of interest? So I was at Toshiba when I was 21 through to 27. So 21 would have been 2006 onwards.
Yes, it is. She is that Donna.
It is that Donna. Well done, Don, mate. Great to meet you again, dude. Now that I know it's the same Donna.
Chandler can't commit full time, but can help for sure. Can pick up on random things that others miss. Would love to learn.
Right. Well, looks like we need to set up a little group then, Rowley. Am I teaching you at the same time, Rowley?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. Might as well. More the merrier. Who else wants to learn, guys? We'll set up a little closed group. Do some Zoom calls. I'll teach you all how to edit for free. Free calls.
Donna said, "Oh, don't worry. I'll let him know."
Donna, do you have a WhatsApp with him or something? Do you have direct comms with him? Out of interest. Megan says I'm a night owl, 100%. Interesting. Right, gang, let's get on some. That's about the age I was there, but about 10 years earlier. Oh, okay, right, fine. Right, gang, bit of hunger. I've enjoyed today, Rolly.
It's been quite fun, yeah. The chat's been really funny.
Yeah, man. Oi, what are you trying to say? That the live wasn't funny?
Oh, yeah, you don't count. The guys in the chat were like filth. At one point. They're just pure filth.
Genuine Frankenstein.
I made a monster.
Conquer, music scene, golden ticket, Wonka, conjure, lyrics in my belly.
John's in.
Younger, everybody wishes they were younger. The older I'm getting, the more I feel the hunger. Belted like a welterweight, how to scout and need Alka-Seltzer, alpha, beta, delta. I help you into the fall, I shall come out to mind a tea with these rhymes. I find you never felt so feeling like this. Feeling me, believing I'm a demon, I'm a devil.
Fuck the king can be at every level, I'm a vessel.
For spirits of channeler on my lyrics, I'm a rebel. I raise my fist at anti-capitalistic, pissed I revel. In society collapsing, fantastic.
Now pump the treble.
TikTok the top, the tip of my tongue, and telepathy. Terrify them with the terrible telekinesis, tantrums. I torture the enemy. Flowing and flowing and growing and flowing. I swallow the flow like a Toblerone. And I feast on the flow, I'm a beast with the flow. Then I'm switching it up and I'm taking it low. Kitty with the black heart in the car park by Primark. Jamming Django, Reinhardt, living with a raw star. Refine rats to a fine art. Vincent Van Gogh, I start making my mark. Like Frankie Sinatra, can call me Arthur. And my style is homegrown like growing Cali weed. Don't need no personal trainer, I got trainers on my feet. You know I got the soul in my bowl when I eat. You know I'm staying grounded when I grind up my beef. But if you got a problem, my brother, I might just put on some rubber gloves and just choke it till I rupture some blood that just bubbles up. And the bubbles just double up and you struggle. But lucky suckers, I'm subtle at covering up the trouble. Cover up the crime scene, 1990, that's my scene. My teen years were spent rolling the Thai green. Obscene fiend in a pair of baggy jeans, putting backy with the green. Roll a fatty, dopamine starts flowing. My cerebellum glowing, the pendulum is slowing. I'm swinging and I'm swaying, but I don't know where I'm going. Mind running, Jesse Owens, hallelujah, Leonard Cohen. All the seeds that I've been sowing, slowly growing like trees. I grow, then I preach.
Get ready for the head nod, gang.
Teach over beats.
Before we have the head nod, Rolly, thank you for your time today, brother. It's always a treat having you on the show.
Sorry I had to pop out for a little while.
It's all right, mate. We'll let you off. And 3 days, mate. 3 days.
I know. It's on countdown now.
Can't wait, mate. Can't wait. I will see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes. Looking forward to it.
Have a good evening, mate.
Ward over your feet. Teach on these streets. Streets can be bleak, but bleak was the place. But I rose to my feet.
Gang, appreciate you all. Thank you for stopping by. I will see you.